Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year and you can fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose, and I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Unleash your creativity with the brand new Hype app. That's HYPH. Hype empowers you to create music effortlessly. Sharing your songs with friends on social media. Create your song with a few swipes. You'll never believe how easy and fun it is to make music. Listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com or go to Instagram at XL1067.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. 'Tis the season. Thanksgiving and Christmas are among us, and our friends and family will gather. And as we look around, I want you to know a few things. You know, heart disease is a #1 killer here in America, and this time of year, believe it or not, is one of the worst times of year. Christmas Day is the #1 day for cardiac arrest in America, and the day after is #2, and New Year's Day is #3. So here's what I'm saying. Make sure your heart's in good shape. Get that free heart scan from my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. Just a few minimum requirements, but that is a $699 value. The information it gives you is unbelievable. You'll be able to build a really good long-term health care plan with your primary care doctor, and this is what they do all the time. And it could not be easier to book your appointment and find out where you are in your health right now. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you got to do. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. You make that appointment and make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine.
If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Wednesday, December 13th of 2023. Lots to get to today, from the final Fritz on the street to fat people get a full row on this airline, and a grown woman pretends to be 13 years old, plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Wednesday?
Good. Very good. Ready to party.
3 shows left, friends.
Feels good, man.
Woo.
And we just are piling it all in. I'm excited.
We got it. The finish line is right there. I see it, and things are looking up. And we got, of course, Junkie Claus back again today with a special that is going insanely fast. So I got to tell you about this before you miss out on things. What we have today, something very special. As I said, all I did was tweet this last night, and almost all of them are gone.
Sweet.
But today for Junkie Claus, it's the mystery merch drop. And what you will get is one random shirt or hoodie in your size from our archives, from the office closet. There's all sorts of ones, old ones, some of the newer ones, some of the hoodies. It's only $19.99. Nothing we do is this cheap, so this is your opportunity, but everything has flown up. There's more going right now. I just got another message for it.
Boom.
So let me see what we have left so I can tell you. You guys snag those, and then that's that. We got 9 small because, we don't have too many small people. We have 1 XL left and 1 double XL. Or, I'm sorry, 7 double XL that are left. So 1 XL, 7 double XL, and then the rest small is what we have over at getskywall.com. You might find something extra special inside there, a little extra. A little something with the mystery merch drop. Who knows? Get it over at getskywall.com until those are gone. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to, you know him in Rochester, Rob Ray. And Rob Ray is a broadcaster that just got blasted in the face with a puck, which, that sounds rough. That's a rough broadcast right there. That's a tough one to do.
I thought, I started to laugh because he said blasted in the face, and then he said puck, and that kind of just changes everything.
Yeah.
Can you even
I thought silly
imagine?
string was bad.
Yeah, the puck is going to hurt you. If you've ever grabbed a hockey puck, it's significant. It's a heavy
full rubber,
thing.
Right?
Oh, yeah, thick and very, very dense. And this thing pops this guy who, while he's broadcasting the hockey game, right in the face. Here he goes.
Here, off the stick, and Rob's looking down at his notes.
Yeah, you can check in. I'm all good down here, Dan. Just
what
trying
is
to
that?
That's him busted up. He had like a big slice on his forehead that they had to patch up so he could keep going with the broadcast. This guy's so nonchalant about this. He's like, yeah, I'm good. Now I got the blood out of my eyes.
Is that skin hanging from him, or is that like a piece of tissue?
It's like a thing to stop the bleeding because it was running down his face. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, I'll describe it for everybody else. It was right against the net that is around the hockey rink. And then right off his poor little face, right,
stick,
bam,
Rob's looking
right
down
there.
Sounds like he's freaking out. Wait, so if the net wasn't there, he'd be dead.
Ooh, I think it must have slowed it down. It had to have, because, if you take a direct shot to between the eyes, folks, right between the eyes with a puck, these guys, I don't know. Let me do some guessing. Maybe Celine could do some Googling here. What do they hit a hockey puck at? 100 miles an hour or something?
Without a doubt.
They know what they're doing. These are professionals. They can wing these things. Whenever you get to professional sports, and Sabrina can attest to this, whenever it's somebody hitting a ball with a bat or kicking a soccer ball at the professional level, they are a different breed of animal.
And you really don't know it until you get hit from it. And those of you not familiar with the story, I was doing a field, not really a report, but I was live on the jumbo screen, and the opposing soccer team, they missed the goal, terrible practice, if you ask me, and hit me right in the back of the neck. Yeah. And it herniated a disc of mine because it was so hard.
This is not like your friend kicks the ball at you and you're in the goal and it kind of dribbles by you. It's on the professional level, it's insane how powerful these guys are.
Yeah, so according to Wiki, the hockey puck, Wikipedia, it says during a game, pucks can reach speeds of 100 miles per hour. When struck, there was a slap shot by Deno Cara, who the slap shot clocked at 108.8 miles per hour.
Woo! Man, it is something to get hit in the eyes with that one. And Rob Ray did, the Buffalo Sabres broadcaster, like a total professional, moves right through it and continues on with his broadcast.
I guess that net is probably for people that are a little more removed from the rink.
More the stands, right? Yeah. He's right against the side of where they're playing, doing the broadcasting, so he can get a real good look at the game. And the net is supposed to help the person out in the stands, 4, 5, 6 rows back behind him, and not necessarily him. We go over to our friends in Dallas, where last night it got weird, man. And everybody started freaking out in Dallas because there was all these black helicopters flying at really low altitudes all over the city. And it was confusing people. People were like, are we under attack? Is there an invasion going on here? It was from the Department of Defense, which was doing some military training at various sites in North Texas. And they were flying these choppers at real low altitudes all over the city, and nobody told anybody about this. Like, no heads up, hey, this might be happening around town. I'm looking at it right now. They're just flying right through the city.
Dang.
It's just like real low altitudes. All of these choppers were going through.
I mean, why
nobody
wouldn't
knew.
you warn people about that?
I don't know.
Well, then again, like, if it's training, you warn people, you let them know, and then you have somebody who wants to... ruin the training process.
Yeah, maybe it is that. It very well could be something like that for their defense. But for me, I go, this is how you freak people out. I remember one time when they were doing the air show, which they did like right over downtown Chicago. A couple of days before, they were doing practice runs, and they didn't tell anybody. And I think I was walking to work or something at the time. And all of a sudden, it's like, woof, a jet goes right over, just barely over the tops of the buildings in downtown, and everybody's freaking out and looking up. That will catch people by surprise.
I had the pleasure of having a meeting, a Zoom meeting with somebody who is in that situation where their office was near the airfield and they were practicing for an upcoming air show. And it was, the guy had to stay muted for most of the time because it was just loud.
It is incredible. And the choppers are, they're not quite as loud, obviously, as you might have with a jet flying overhead, but still incredibly powerful. And they're gone. The mystery shirts are sold out.
Okay. Good thing we didn't do the pepper stuff today, huh?
Yeah, the whole show would have been done. I was hurting after the show yesterday for a while. Courtney goes, did you really eat the pepper? And I go, I bit right through that damn thing. And she goes, she's making her lunch. She goes, you going to have lunch? And I'm like, I'm not going to have anything right now.
It was
My
so
mouth
funny,
is,
man.
Oh,
and I appreciate your sacrifice. I know it was a lot of peer pressure on my part.
Did you eat some sour cream or like we told you to?
When I got out of here, I chugged my entire bottle of water, and then I wasn't so worried about, like, my throat wasn't burning that bad, but my lips were on fire, and I'm trying to, like, put paper towels up against them. I got 4 or 5 paper towels pressed up against my lips like that's going to do something. It was a mess, but luckily I survived. Thank God.
I mean, like, you're going to look stupid, but you're at home. It's just you and Courtney. What you should have done is, like, chapped up with, like, either whatever heaviest cream you have or a sour cream or something. Just like it's lipstick. Just apply it.
Yeah, you say it's just Courtney that I'm going to look embarrassed in front of, but you have no idea how much embarrassing stuff I've done in front of her, so I can't lower the bar anymore. I got to try to build up my reputation with her. It's way low at the moment, so I couldn't do that. Well, you've
landed that, right? I mean, like...
You think I'm far enough in? I don't know. With me, I can never be sure. I'm not guaranteed anything in life.
It's locked down, Sean.
Did you guys know, this was unfortunate, we learned yesterday after the show that Andre Braugher, I think, had died at 61. And now, I was not familiar, but I saw so many people
but you
on
recognize
social media.
him, right?
I did. I did recognize him. I did not know his name. He was from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Homicide, Life on the Street, and Men of a Certain Age. He was with all of those. Also, he was alongside Matthew Broderick and Denzel Washington in Glory, the movie. They said he had some sort of illness.
What's the other movie he did with, I want to say, Frequency? Frequency is such a good movie.
Yeah, I guess he was pretty beloved because there were so many people on my social streams that were saying they really liked this guy.
He was so great in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I've only seen like one episode of that show, but it's pretty popular, I guess.
Like tough guy, like very straightforward, but gay as could be. And just like it's such a funny role as well, and very random. And like stuff like this is what shakes people a little bit, where it's like, wait, what do you mean quick disease? What happened to you? You were 61 years old. Tell us more so we can avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, and I know this seems so stupid to say, but you just look at people sometimes and you're like, certainly if people can look sick, this person didn't look sick. He looked like a healthy 61-year-old guy for the most part. And then we learned yesterday after a brief illness that Andre Braugher has died at 61 of Brooklyn Nine-Nine fame. We have so much to get through on a busy Wednesday, including, friends, the final Fritz on the Street for 2023.
Anyone's game.
That's right, because after the show yesterday, we had an executive meeting, and we decided that the winner of Fritz on the Street for the year will be the winner of Fritz on the Street for the day.
Right.
Whoever wins today...
All points are tripled, and yeah, it definitely is going to be a tight battle there.
No. All points have been invalidated, erased. All the points are gone from the whole year, and now it's 0-0-0. C-Line agreed to this yesterday. Remember?
That didn't happen.
You don't remember the meeting we had?
There was no meeting.
Okay,
you didn't.
Well,
check your spam folders.
Why don't you show me proof of a meeting? Check my spam folder. If I was at the meeting, I wouldn't need a spam folder.
It was Zoom. Duh.
You didn't show up. We decided without you. So we'll have a side game, and we'll see who wins today for the final Fritz on the Street of 2023.
I mean, Sean, mathematically, if you got a three-pointer on every one, you could tie the game.
Wow. Great. Cool. I'm not going to do that.
What about
you know
me,
I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you know I'm not going to do that. You know that's not going to happen. But I hear there's some curveballs in the panel, perhaps, today for Fritz on the Street. So
I don't know how much I trust the panel. I know who was out there. I know a couple people who were in this panel.
I'm rubbing my hands together. I'm excited for that. That's coming up in a couple hours here on the show. When we come back,
there's going to be a lot of eights.
Yeah, I'm doubtful of that as well.
Where do you guys get all this inside information from?
Well, somebody C-Lane's very close to, though I hope he didn't get any information out of them.
No.
Somebody who's very close to, whose name rhymes with Beaver, was perhaps
Cleaver. Love him.
The Fritz on the Street panel. Okay, when we come back, go ahead, C-Lane.
They were out celebrating a birthday. And,
so they were hammered too?
Yeah, by the time they made it out to Cavo's for Fritz's trivia night.
Hammered?
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. When we come back, everything's getting more expensive out there, but in Miami, there are no rules, friends. What's going on there? People seem to have a whole lot of cash to give away. I'll tell you the details. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Crash with some road blockage on Goldenrod Road after State Road 50 at Carolyn Avenue. Also a crash on Lake Mary Boulevard eastbound east of Country Club Road at High Street has the left lane blocked. And a crash with some partial blockage Turkey Lake Road southbound before Sand Lake Road at Majorca Place. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Temperatures getting low, but demand remaining high? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Real Radio wants to send you to space. Or at least as far as the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex to experience holidays in space. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. Maybe tell us how you plan to escape the holiday stress this season. It doesn't matter what you send, all talkbacks will be entered for the prize. One winner will be randomly drawn each weekday so you can experience holidays in space at the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app right now and talk back to space for your chance to win. Head to realradio.fm/contest for another chance to enter.
Ready to unleash your music genius? Create your own songs in just a few swipes with a brand new Hype app. Whether it's hip-hop, rock, or electronic, the Hype app lets you effortlessly create and share your own music. Get creating. Then listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air. It could win you $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com. Hype. That's HYPH. Or on Instagram at XL1067. Watch out, Music World. Here you come.
Tools Ace Hardware has holiday gifts for everyone on your list. They have the perfect gifts from the best brands. Grills from Traeger, Big Green Egg, Weber, and Napoleon. With free assembly and delivery on purchases $3.99 and up. Plus power tools and accessories from Milwaukee and DeWalt. Outdoor power equipment from Steel and Ego. And even stocking stuffers from Yeti and Costa Del Mar. Visit one of their 12 Central Florida locations or shop online at acehardware.com. It's Tools Ace, your local helpful place.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell and Cordell. The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life. And we hope that you succeed in coming together with those you love this holiday season. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things to ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell and Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater. Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches. Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and potatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
Oh, I think we're lost again.
Wait, what does that sign over there say?
Caution wildlife crossing?
No, next to it.
If you're a 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Ouch. I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
3 bands, 1 stadium. Def Leppard, Journey, Cheap Trick. Together. 3 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame icons. Their biggest hits, July 10th, Camping World Stadium. Register for pre-sale access at DefLeppardJourney2024.com. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself, and Duncan thinks you deserve a reward. That's why every Wednesday, now through December, Duncan Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase. So whether you like your midweek pick-me-ups oozing with chocolate or filled with jelly, it's on us, because you deserve it. Save time and order ahead on the app with Duncan Rewards. Not a member? Join today. America runs on Duncan. Limit 1 classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2023.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
Our Fence Outlet salesperson was a wealth of information. Things that weren't addressed by other companies were addressed by Fence Outlet. We're so pleased with our new Fence Outlet fence.
Go to fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This is...
It just seems like bait to me. I don't know. Something about this doesn't seem real. Maybe it is, but just something about it seems like bait. Meant to reel you in, and then next thing you know, the video goes viral.
Instagram,
Space bucks are made. Millions of arguments are had. People call out each other in the comments. Blah, blah, blah. On we go. And maybe you guys have seen this, Sabrina and Celine, but if not, there's this video this week. Hell, I don't know if I could play it. I don't know if there's curse words in this or not. But it basically shows somebody's doorbell cam. And you see throughout the day, they're getting deliveries of packages. Have you seen this yet? Does this ring a bell with you or no? Okay, well, they're getting deliveries of packages throughout the day. And then somebody shows up at one point. Let me see. I'm going to play this, but be on the lookout for any kind of curse words in this. Here we go. Here goes. Somebody's doing a delivery, Amazon. They ring the doorbell. They drop the package. Another delivery. Couple of boxes, a knock. All right, they're piling up.
Damn.
Still more deliveries. These people get a lot of deliveries. But you know what? It's close to Christmas, right?
Hey, bro. So I'm part of the HOA.
All right. So now we have somebody who's arrived at the doorbell, and he started with, "Hey, bro." Okay. And I'm part of the HOA. And everybody's like, "Oh, my God, this is unbelievable." And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this doesn't look like an HOA dude.
Nah.
Would an HOA dude say, "Hey, bro"? Would an HOA dude, does an HOA guy communicate through the doorbell, leaving a video?
It's usually letters.
Yes, that's the number one mode of communication is letters if you're in an HOA. I'm not buying this. I think this video is fake. I don't think this is real at all, but everybody's watching.
He's a great big phony.
Look, he goes to the doorbell and he says, "Hey, bro," and then he just starts talking a message into the doorbell. I'm the HOA guy.
Hey, bro. So I'm part of the HOA, the Homeowners Association.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that what that means, huh?
Because they always do that. They go, the HOA, the Homeowners Association. This is like when Kevin McAllister calls his father to book the room at the hotel. The father. He's like, you didn't need to say that necessarily. It makes you look guilty.
You know, I keep track of the neighborhood, making sure people are doing the things
now
they
he
need to
defines
do.
it.
Let me tell you more about what an HOA does. This is just screaming bait to me. It's screaming fake.
Also, I keep track of the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
What
does that mean?
What an important sounding job.
Yeah, I keep track of the neighborhood. It doesn't make any sense to me.
You have like a ton of packages on your porch, right? You know, HOA code says you're not supposed to have this many packages on your porch. You can order as much as you want, but you can't keep them on your front porch like you are. They've been here all day.
Okay, there's like 5 or 6 packages on the front porch, and it's not even taking up that much room, and I've never heard of an HOA rule about this at all. I think this is crafted. Like all of this viral content that is fake as hell, I think it's crafted and they make it so you get angry. I've seen so many of these. There's like ones where somebody's in a classroom and they're calling out the teacher, and you just watch it and you go, everybody's talking strange and it all feels like acting, because it is. It's acting designed to get you pissed off, and everybody falls for this. I'm sure a lot of you did as well. Let's see what else he says.
I'm watching this literally from my house down the street, 2 doors down, left side, blue house. All day.
Too many details.
All day. They've been right here. I don't want to look at them. They're ugly. Just bring them in the house.
Yeah, this is no way is this real. But how many views? This has got over 2.2 million on this one copy of it. And I've seen it all over the place. Tammy says, looks crafted to me, Wasson. When there's too many details, it's almost always fake.
Hello, my name is this. HOA, that is Homeowners Association. Before you Google it, what we do is look over everything.
And just so you know, I'm the blue house around the corner, and I've been watching these packages sit here all day. You've been watching the packages sit on the doorstep all day from your house around the corner? None of it makes sense, but everybody takes the bait, every single person. This is a newer phenomenon of all of these fake viral videos that they tap into something that's happening in the culture at the moment, and it's the most extreme example of it. And then instead of everybody being like, hey, this is fake, everybody just takes the bait and reacts, and it makes people more upset. And then the people who post the video, well, they go viral and question mark, profit somehow at the end of it. Keep your eyes out for that one out there. What do you think? Let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and send us a dispatch right now. Things are expensive out there.
Oh, yeah.
But if you're in Miami, you're living in a different world where price tags don't matter so much.
I like that.
Yeah. This is a life only some people get to live, I guess. There's a restaurant coming to Miami, and perhaps your family will visit this place, Sabrina. This is a sushi restaurant. Anybody in your family, your mom, your dad, like sushi?
Yeah, they'll get some sushi every once in a while, sure.
Yeah, they might like this then. This is a place called Sushi Namba, and they wanted to open up this place in Miami, and it's a 1,700 square foot space. It's got Sushi Namba, the sushi restaurant, and a listening room, a jazz lounge that will have some cocktailante oboro, whatever the hell that means. This is in an up-and-coming artistic neighborhood northwest of downtown Miami called Alapata. Does that ring a bell for you?
No, not really.
Alapata. All right. So Alapata is the name of the place. Here's the deal, and I guess money is no option in Miami. To eat at Sushi Namba and drink at the listening room, Miami residents will first have to pay a $10,000 members fee. So you want sushi?
Are you getting something else? A happy ending?
You don't. I don't believe. No, it's a $10,000 member fee. This will give you access to monthly seats at the sushi counter. You got to be a member. You got to pay $10,000 just to maybe get in one of the seats that they have. The price for an actual meal of, C-Lane, help me, sushi omakase? Is that right?
I think you nailed it there.
OMAKASE. So sushi omakase will range from $400 to $500 per person. And still, you have to pay that $10,000 initiation fee and $3,500 every single year.
Sorry, I don't know if you defined omakase.
I didn't. Okay. No, I don't know what it is.
So it translates to I leave it up to you. So essentially, in the 1990s, it was a chef-curated dinner concept. Famous for the direct interactions with the chef, and they choose everything you eat.
Okay. Is
so you
this
pay
that
$10,000, and if you hate it, that sucks.
Is this the guy that has there's like a documentary about him? Euro Dreams of Sushi? I don't know if he's involved.
I don't know if he specialized in that kind of meal, but it's pretty popular. That's what I did in Queens when we went for our anniversary.
That's what I was just going to ask you about. Was it that expensive, $400 to $500 just to sit down?
No, usually a good, decent omakase is a couple $100. It's more if you do a sake pairing or something like that. But the place we went to was purposely on the cheaper end of omakase, and it was like a party atmosphere. So I think we did it was $200.
Ooh, man,
for both of us.
Wow. Oh, for both? It was still expensive. It's still pricey
You
for
get a
sushi.
to-go box for that, or you're just forcing yourself to eat everything for that rate?
I was forcing myself to eat everything, and then Ashley was slowing down, so I was eating her stuff.
There's a place called MFG Major Food Group in Miami, and they have a place called ZZ's Club that they just launched in New York. That one is $30,000 to become a member, and then perhaps you can sit down and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
The becoming
on
a
one
member
meal.
thing, I mean, I don't get that. So you're paying $10,000 to $30,000 to become a member to get the opportunity to pay more to eat at
that's weird.
these places.
Yeah, this is somebody with a lot of money to throw around. The economy ain't bothering them right now. All right, let's go over to you. Let's see what's happening where you are. We got a lot of dispatches coming in. And let's hear from Brandon has a dispatch for us.
Hey, good after morning, everyone. Just wanted to be a little asky and see if we can get a throwback for the newer listeners. And let's hear a rendition of Wassin' the Snow Queen.
Oh, man. Do we have that anywhere?
Thanks, guys.
I have it somewhere for sure.
We'll have to dig that
I think
up.
it's in my Dropbox.
Yeah, see if you could find that, Celine. Maybe we could just play it today or during the best ofs or something. Over to a lot of people paying tribute to this Brooklyn Nine-Nine actor, so we'll hear from at least one of them. Here's my cousin Mose.
Hey, Junkies. I did not know about Andre's death until you guys just mentioned it. And Brooklyn Nine-Nine, one of my favorite shows. Absolutely love that show. And C-Lane, you're absolutely right. Frequency, great movie, love it. And he has a line in that movie that I just always remember where he says, he thinks he's talking to John in the future. It's just the way he says future. It's just stuck in my head. Great actor.
You know, you got to be good at what you're doing. He's not like the star. He's like the number one role in any of these things.
Supporting actor.
He's a supporting actor.
Yeah.
But he's that good that he grabbed all of these people's attention. And when it was announced that he had died at 61 years old, there was so many people who were upset and responding. And it's like, man, good for him. If you're a supporting actor and you could break through and make a fan base out of that as big and strong as his appears to be, that's an impressive feat, I think. Here is Trini Man who wants to talk to us.
Guys, you guys got a great program. Thank you for the full year again. You guys make my year every year.
Year.
All I want to say is, have a great year, you mother.
Whoa.
I like that little the little crack in his voice at the very beginning of that.
Made it perfect. We want to hear from you, first-timers. Come out of the woodwork, no matter where you're listening to the show. And to join us, we'll be easy on you, I promise. All you have to do is make your way over to thenewsjunkie.com. You'll see the button to record a dispatch, and presto, just like that, you are on the show. And go over to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch right now. When we return, we will get to more of you, I promise. We also got to talk. We can talk about this right now real quick. They said that Tom Cruise, I think, is dating once more, which...
Oh, he has a new beard.
We haven't heard a lot about him. There's a lot of Tom Cruise in the closet rumors out there. Has there ever been anything solid? Like, because I remember with, what's his name?
Travolta?
John Travolta. With John Travolta, there was some fire with that smoke. Like, there was some
there are
stories.
people coming out, the bathhouses, all that jazz.
Yeah, was there ever anything like that with Tom Cruise, or was it all just like whispers and stuff? I don't remember where that came from.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's either, it was those rumors or that he's a damn robot. Maybe it's a gay robot. I have no idea.
Could be, but we know that he is now in love once more. Tom Cruise, you know how old he is? Anybody know? Before I tell you?
57.
57 years old? No. He's not 57 years old. He is, let me see. It was in here somewhere. I got to find this.
All right.
Do you guys know what Tom Cruise's real name is?
Thomas.
It's not Tom Cruise?
Thomas Cruise Mapother. Mapother? His last name is Mapother.
Wow, no wonder he used Tom Cruise
Cruise
instead.
is easier. He is 61.
Okay, he's 61 years old. His new girlfriend is a bit younger than him. Here she is right here for those of you taking a peek on YouTube and Twitch. You could tell she's younger than him.
Latest member of Scientology. Congratulations.
She's 36 years old, and he is 61 years old. Big age gap there. Not as big as Dick Van Dyke's age gap. Happy birthday, Dick Van Dyke, by the way.
Oh.
He's 98 years old today.
Doesn't look a day over 97.
My God. Still kicking, though. Still out there moving around. And so is Tom Cruise. We'll see what happens with this new love arrangement. When we come back, we'll get to those dispatches, and we'll get to this Boston social worker who is pretending to be 13 years old. What she got away with is just unbelievable, and it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Wednesday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Wednesday weather here in Central Florida is as follows. Mixed skies, passing shower chance at 20% with breezy northeast winds at 15 to 20 higher gusts. Those high temps will situate around the mid-70s today. Low mid-60s tonight, mostly cloudy. Expect a shower or two before 11 p.m. Chances low, though, 20%. Thursday and Friday, looks like highs in the low 70s with rain chance 20% Thursday. Nothing on Friday with some breezy winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Halloween is over, but hiring is still scary. Indeed's end-to-end solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Sponsor a job and instantly receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Hey, huge end-of-the-year savings going on all month long right now down at Nations Trucks. And if you're in the market for your next diesel-powered truck, Nations Trucks currently has 45 diesels in stock right now, starting at just $42,995, and they're ready for you. Everything from F-250 Lariats, Chevy 2500s, GMC Denali's, and Ram Cummins powered 4x4s. Nations Trucks has got them all, and with approved credit, you will make any payments. No payments for 3 months. So start driving the truck that you deserve. Do it today. Visit nationstrucks.com or just head on down and see them in Sanford on 1792, just 1 mile south of Lake Murray Boulevard. Let them know Celine from the News Junkie sent you.
During the Jeep Wrap Up the Year event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10% or 15% below MSRP, depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Overland, Compass excludes Sport, Grand Cherokee excludes 4xe, Laredo, Grand Cherokee All excludes Laredo. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Sport, Compass Latitude, and Renegade. Not compatible with lease offers except Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 1/2. Jeep is a registered trademark.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In Office Orlando.
It's the best of the best year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. This year's best inventory at our best deals.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater. Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes,
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
Oh, I think we're lost again.
Wait, what does that sign over there say?
Caution, wildlife crossing?
No, next to it.
If you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Ouch, I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, wasseysmeatmarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's wasseysmeatmarket.com GiveMeTheVin.com.
My name is John Clay Wolf. I'm the CEO of GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer, and I love to buy cars. We just buy them all. Been doing it for 30 years. Look at the reviews online for Give Me the VIN. You'll be shocked how much our customers love us. This holiday season, we'd love to do business with you at GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer, where we love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Do you have information about a violent crime? Help solve crimes with your anonymous tips at crimeline.org. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your tips make a difference. Say it here. It's anonymous at crimeline.org. Paid by CSTF.
Oh, this cold.
Honey?
Honey?
Honey, you need DayQuil Severe Honey.
DayQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a honeylicious taste, because life doesn't stop for a cold.
Okay, I'm ready to go.
Now I'm getting a cold.
Honey.
Try DayQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu relief. DayQuil Severe with honey flavor. The daytime coughing, aching, stuffy head, fever, honeylicious, power through your day medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Boost Infinite's new wireless technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1 and better service at a lower price. Switch today. Visit boostinfinite.com. That's boostinfinite.com.
Hey, Threads is still a thing, right?
Yes, and we're on there.
At Real Radio 104.1, powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. When good things go bad, bad things make headlines. This is the...
The drop today from Junkie Claws lasted about 5 seconds. So those all got gobbled up, and you got to pay attention when they are dropped. The rest of the items that are from the archives and from the office closet will be on Thursday and then on Friday of this week, and then we'll wrap that up and get them all shipped off. In fact, I already shipped some off yesterday, and today I'm dropping off more, and then each day they're going out. So some of you may be receiving yours as soon as today. There is a woman by the name of Shelby Hewitt who is a strange individual. She has a penchant for pretending to be a kid. And this is sort of like our Dr. Love friend who wanted to be a doctor.
Right. He was a kid.
Uh-huh.
And
he was a kid.
But I think, what was it, twice already that he has been caught with a full gyno office and practice, and I believe his parents' garage.
And also got caught pretending to be a police officer.
Oh, right.
It was a little bit later on, I think, when he gave up the gyno stuff. And it's just a really interesting thing that these people are. I think they're just addicted to it. I don't know what's going on mentally to cause these moments for them, but it's interesting nonetheless. And Shelby Hewitt is 32 years old. Okay, she's 32 years old. Let me see if I can bring her up because
does she look like a child?
She does look very young. I'm not going to lie to you. She really does. She was posing as a high school student in at least 3 different Boston public schools. She's now facing 9 charges related to forgery and fraud. And you just can't do this. You're not allowed to pretend to be a kid like old Drew Barrymore and go back to high school.
I'm not Josie Grossi anymore.
You're not allowed to do that.
Please pull that.
And they said she pretended to be a severely traumatized foster child while taking home a $54,000 salary for her job. And they said she's facing these charges now. She pretended to be a 13-year-old foster child with a controlling foster mother. And
that's quite the storyline.
Yeah, I'll bring up a photo of her, and I'm going to put this on See It Now as well so everybody can take a peek. Here she is actually in court. She does look quite young. I don't know. Do you guys think she looks like she'd be 13? She doesn't look 13 to me.
I need to see front.
I would need to see her moving, too.
The front of her face, excuse me.
Let me see if I can get a better shot of her here. These are her.
You don't mean her whole front?
This is an older photo of her, so that's not going to do it for us. But she was in the courtroom this week, and they're defending her by saying she's got some mental challenges that she's dealing with. Let me see. Here's a report on this. We'll use this to maybe get some more moving footage of her. And again, I'll put this up during the break on See It Now over at thenewsjunkie.com so you could take a peek and see what's going on.
Accused of posing as a student in Boston Public Schools last year, pleaded not guilty to 9 charges in Suffolk Superior Court today. But how did a woman in her 30s fool so many people?
Yeah.
Got a better idea in
Good
court
question.
today. Washington's Mary Marcos joins us live at English High with details. Mary?
Well, Corey, English High is just one of 3 Boston public schools that she attended.
That's the craziest thing. Not just one school. She was able to get in 3 different schools as a 32-year-old pretending to be 13.
But just to what? Like, that's so strange.
To be there, that's the thing. Why is the question, right? And I'll throw something else at you. We've covered this extensively over the history of this show, Sabrina. The phenomenon of that lady that sneaks on all the airlines. And
I wonder if she's still alive. She was very old.
I believe so. She sneaks on airlines. One time, a judge told her, ma'am, do not do this again. If you ever do this again, I'm going to sentence you to a jail term. You can't keep doing this. She's an old lady who keeps doing this. And she leaves the courtroom. She says, thank you very much, Judge. Thank you very much. She leaves the courtroom, gets in her car, drives to the airport, sneaks on another flight, and they catch her doing this after they land. And you go, holy cow, she's addicted to doing this. And I think there's something that plays into this, which is similar to that. But let's see what else they say.
Last year, and now parents are blaming the superintendent and the mayor for dropping the ball on this, and they want answers.
I would like to know, why did she do it? What is she getting out of this?
Yep.
It's a question perhaps only Shelby Hewitt herself can answer.
She's a person who's had a lifelong history of mental health challenges. She's in treatment, and she's working towards making herself a better person.
When I look at this, though, here's what I think. I think about myself in a classroom when I'm 13 years old. What grade are you in at 13? You're in high school?
You could be your freshman year of high school. There were some 8th graders that turned 13 towards the end of the year.
You're between that probably. So let's say you're in 8th grade, all right? Let's say this is 8th grade. If I was in 8th grade and they go, well, we got a new girl who's in the class, and let me introduce her to you. This is Shelby. And Shelby sits down and she's next to me and I go, hey, can I borrow a pen? And she goes, yeah. And I have like a small conversation with Shelby. I'm going to know that she's not 13 if I'm 13 real quick. I'm going to know just talking to her that she's 32 years old.
You would think, but that
at least an adult.
I would think I am on the same page as you. But then you wonder at 13, like, are you really with that wherewithal to, and especially if this girl is acting a particular way, that you wouldn't just think, well, she's weird.
Think about you being 13. Think about your friends you're hanging out with, right? You and your friends are hanging out. You're 13 years old.
Sure.
And they go, somebody else is coming over. And she's like, hi, I'm 13 too. And it's a 32-year-old woman. I think kids would see through that faster than teachers probably. I don't know. I just feel like I would know something was wrong. I wouldn't know exactly how old they were, but I would just be like, it doesn't feel like this is another kid that should be in the class. Let's go back to the report here.
It pleaded not guilty to 9 indictments Tuesday, all around how she forged documents and fooled both the Boston public school system and the state into believing she was a child as young as 13 in DCF custody.
She just kind of seemed normal, like nice, sweet, quiet.
She didn't know.
In reality, the defendant was a woman in her early 30s who had attended both college and graduate school and was employed as a social worker.
Yeah, she's like learned. And that was a young girl who was a student in the class who said she acted just like everybody else. So that blows my theory out of the water. The kid in class was like, had no idea this was going on.
Hewitt bought the domain name massstate.us with only 2 S's and used it to create 2 fake DCF workers with phony email addresses and phone numbers.
Damn.
Then she used an alias and the real identity of a child in state custody to enroll herself in the Walden Behavioral treatment center and 3 different Boston public schools.
The defendant created multiple names and dates of birth for herself to propagate this intricate but false narrative of being an extremely traumatized child with significant special educational needs and emotional needs.
Yeah, maybe they used that, like the side where she said she was traumatized, she had some special needs, and they go, maybe she like interacted less with the students and that excused it, but they're going to try to pin her on this thing.
I mean, to go to graduate school and even to be a social worker, that definitely takes a particular type of person.
Yeah.
Like, was she really that messed up? Or is she, and this is a weird way to put it, but like super smart in a weird way, just wanted to like more information? Like, could she take the excuse of, I'm just trying to have a social experiment kind of thing and really know what it is to be the best social worker that anyone could be by getting in to the zone that is those troubled children?
You guys might think this is a stretch, but when I see some of these people, I see characters like Frank Abagnale from Catch Me If You Can, where they're con people, right? They're con men. They're people who are trying to live fake lives and get away with it. And I don't think stupid people are more likely to get away with that. I think stupid people are bad at faking things. So I think it takes a level of intellect to pull off these things. And although it's not intellect being used in a good way, and I hope there's not like a weird, she wants to be in there because she's into the younger people kind of thing. They didn't say anything about
be
that.
A surprise, but
I think it's just because we're all going, why? We're all saying, what is the motivating factor? Why did she do this? Because you don't have that answer.
No, but the fact that they have all these details, like not only did she pretend to be student, but she's like a student with severe trauma,
right,
who also had a terrible foster upbringing. And it's like, how did you get all that information? Did you go to the first day of school and just spill that to all your new classmates, quote unquote? And for what reason?
I don't know. That's the question. That's the big one. Let's go over to a couple of dispatches real quick. Here is Guitar Slinger talking about the old lady at the airport.
The original version of a little old lady who sneaks on planes was in the first airport movie that had Helen Hayes in it.
Yeah.
They caught her sneaking aboard a plane. They had her in the security office. She snuck out and snuck on the next plane that got involved in the midair collision or the bomb, whatever it was. But yeah, that was actually a movie plot on the original airport movie.
I think she might even predate that. I don't know. It depends how old that movie is. This woman has been doing this for a while. MD Dixon is talking about that HOA video.
Hey, Sean, I saw that video. I see that guy all the time on TikTok posting HOA videos like that.
Oh.
It's a total scam. If you scroll back about 20 or 30 videos on his profile, you'll see he looks exactly like the HOA guy. He just takes his hat off, messes up his hair, fluffs his beard, and then he goes for it like that. But yeah, you're 100% right. They're staged videos just to get clicks and views.
I don't understand
the classroom stuff you mentioned, a lot of those things are actually actors doing those so that they could use them in HR situations, training videos that get released like that. That's why they look so fake. But you're dead on. Clicks and views, clicks and views.
He's saying it's like the video from The Office where they talk about inappropriate behavior in the workplace and the Daryl banged her scene that comes after where they're doing those scenes to reenact how you shouldn't act in the workplace. And that might lead me to that video. Remember when I played the video of inappropriate behavior in the workplace, not realizing it wasn't censored?
Yeah, you thought it was a real sexual harassment like training video from a workplace, and I told you need to turn it off because this is an E-Bombs World video that I've watched countless times.
E-Bombs World getting a mention on the show today.
We were so close to hearing these two guys at the copy machine talk about rubbing their fat C's together.
It was a little...
Are you not allowed to do that?
Explicit, you might say. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we've got a brand new technological marvel for all of us to just gawk at. Also, a robot from Tesla that we got to talk about, and so much more. We're getting geared up for Fritz on the street in about an hour. Final one of 2023. That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a crash blocking a right turn lane at 436 at Oxford Road. FHP on the scene very shortly. Also a crash with some lane blockage, Turkey Lake Road southbound before Sand Lake Road at Majorca Place, and seeing a disabled vehicle now blocking the shoulder on the turnpike southbound after the I-4 exit. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Did you know Discover wants everyone to feel special? That's why with your Discover card, you have access to 24/7 customer service, as well as $0 fraud liability, which means you're never held responsible for unauthorized purchases. Learn more at discover.com/credit card. Limitations apply.
When a child is hospitalized, their family's world stops. But mouths still need to be fed and bills still need to be paid. Today, Advent Health for Children's Day of Giving 2023 will help meet urgent needs for these families. Join in helping families in our community. Go to giveforkidstoday.com to help. That's give4kidstoday.com.
Here's what Fence Outlet customers have to say about their experience.
The Fence Outlet team is knowledgeable and professional. They have fair prices and they take care of the permits. I'm very happy with my Fence Outlet fence.
Check them out for yourself at fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and one unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Zumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
The wonders of the sea meet the joy of the holidays at SeaWorld's Christmas celebration. From underwater discoveries to enchanting shows on ice, and Sesame Street Land to a winter wonderland filled with magic and millions of sparkling lights. It's a holiday celebration like no other, only at SeaWorld Orlando. Select dates now through January 2nd. Save up to 40% on tickets and annual passes during our holiday sale. Hurry, offer ends December 24th. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Most Valuable Promotions presents Jake Paul versus Andre August. International superstar Jake Paul returns to the boxing ring at Caribe Royale on Friday, December 15th. The world will be watching as Jake Paul continues his path to becoming a world champion and takes on 10-1 pro boxer Andre August, who has 5 KOs. The night also features Shadeja Green, who will take on Franchon Cruz Dezern for a WBC world title. Tickets are on sale now at Ticketmaster.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed? Because no two people sleep the same. Only the Sleep Number smart bed lets you each choose your individual firmness and comfort for your Sleep Number setting. The Climate 360 smart bed is so smart it actively cools or warms up to 13 degrees on either side for your ideal sleep temperature. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
Oh, I think we're lost again.
Wait, what does that sign over there say?
Caution wildlife crossing?
No, next to it.
If you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Ouch. I didn't know that. Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Think orange for your next vehicle. OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics. It's
on the radio for just a second here. I continue to see our friend Joker 305, the dude with his whole face tattooed like the Joker, and he's now saying he's getting an attorney. He's going to sue Grand Theft Auto for $2 million for taking his likeness and on and on. He's really making the most of this, right?
But not in like the way that he could bank on it. And what is so interesting to me, I saw that video, I think the first one where he is in front of his TV and he's like, this is me, and then this is that, and that's me. And I'm like, what happened to you? Not that you had you had a particular look the moment we started talking to you years ago, but it's like, something's changed. Where you been, man?
Yeah, he went off the radar for a while, and he popped back up when Grand Theft Auto dropped this trailer for their new game, and there was somebody who looked very similar to him. But again, I'm not a lawyer here, but I do just want to throw something out about this, and that is, if he's saying Grand Theft Auto is stealing my likeness in this game, isn't his likeness just stolen from the Joker to begin with? Isn't like
he could argue that maybe the Joker doesn't have as many tattoos. You know, his is more of a tattoo-based likeness.
But guess what? Also, they're not really taking from him as the Joker persona that went viral on his own social media. It is from his publicly accessed mugshot.
Yeah, right. And it's a different enough character. We talked to Moses about this, and Mo was telling us, like, if it's different enough that most people wouldn't connect the two, or that there's enough differences between the two characters, you're going to be fine. And GTA is going to be absolutely good to go. I just thought it was weird to think about your persona is stolen from the Joker persona, and now you're trying to steal a third person's claim on your persona. It's very, very strange, all of it. But that's the world that we're living in right now. We got to, after Fritz on the Street, get to this Chris Cuomo thing. C-Lane censored this.
Yikes.
This is going to be something. We'll get to that a little bit later on in the show. That's after Fritz on the Street. Do not miss out on that. But we have super important news coming across the wire, folks. All right? Get ready for it. Brace yourselves.
It's a worldwide exclusive by any chance?
I think so. Yeah. It's a bombshell.
Whoa.
Bombshell world exclusive.
Let's see. The former President Trump is speaking. Let's see what he says.
Hi, everyone. This is your favorite president, Donald J. Trump. Some very exciting news. My last
More
two
NFTs.
Trump digital trading card collections sold out in just hours. And now I'm back with my latest series called the Mugshot Edition. I wonder where that came from. The Mugshot Edition. 47 all new stunning cards. And here is the best part. I'm doing two important things for my Trump collectors.
What?
For the first time, we're creating a real physical Trump card.
Oh,
purchase
my
47 digital cards, and we'll mail you a beautiful trading card. It is an authentic piece of the suit I wore when I took that now famous mugshot, and it was
Oh my God! It's like when people buy a piece of the Berlin Wall. You get a little clip of Trump's shirt there, jacket that he wore.
Mr. Trump, take off that suit.
Buddy.
You get this is like round 3 of these NFTs. I wonder if C-Lane's one that he sold would have been worth money now still.
I feel like they don't know. I mean, the people who are buying it didn't know what to do with it. C-Lane fortunately did.
Yeah,
I had to figure it out. I had to figure it out quickly because it was losing value.
Yeah, they spiked right when they were released and sold out. And I got one for C-Lane as a prank, and then he sold it like the next day when they were doing pretty well.
That was about a year ago.
It was
the end of the year.
Oh, so in that time, he's already launched another one, and now this is the third.
And there's another thing that comes along with that, very related. According to the official website, he's also selling wrapping paper featuring the mugshot for $35.
Okay, I want that. Damn, $35 is
for wrapping paper?
Steep, but I if $35 for wrapping paper is steep, but I would love to wrap some presents in Trump mugshot wrapping. That would be fun. Come family time this Christmas.
We are living in the weirdest timeline. You get a real actual trading card this time.
Believe me, a really good suit. It's all cut up, and you're going to get a piece of it. I'll be autographing some of them. A true collector's item. This is something to give to your family, to your kids.
Yeah, here's a mugshot, kids.
The purchase of 47 of the
Oh my God, please stop it. What is this in the middle here?
What do you mean, this beautiful photograph?
You look different, bud.
Yeah, they threw him a bone here on the photoshopping side.
Give me broader shoulders.
This is what happens when you have Chat GPT and you say, "Make me look a little better. Make me look a little better. Make me look a little better." You get about 6 times in, and they tighten up your face and give you some broader shoulders and whatnot.
You will also be invited to join me for a gala dinner at my beautiful Mar-a-Lago, my home in Florida. You've perhaps heard of it. It's a pretty famous place. We just had our first dinner for my collectors, and we had a lot of fun together. That was a great evening.
Oh, looks like everybody's having a blast. Thumbs up photos.
Thumbs up, everybody. You might have heard of it. He loves that line. Maybe you've heard of it.
So he brings people to Mar-a-Lago if they get one of the Trump NFT cards. C-Lane, your opportunity has been missed here. You could have been hanging out with Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
We already knew that my Trump NFT card did not, you rolled the dice and it didn't come with anything extra.
Oh, some of them came with that. I see. So it was like a little bonus that came with NFTs. Let's see what else we need to know about this.
A fantastic evening. Some people call these cards pop art or modern art. I wish I looked as good as I do on those cards. That I can tell you.
Oh my
give me muscles.
What is that? Oh, lightning's coming from his hands. Lightning is coming from his hands, and the other one, he was in full military gear going through a war of some sort.
You know what my favorite thing is, okay? My favorite thing in the world is I feel like Trump is very much like, what's his name from Star Trek? Oh, God. The guy who went to space and then the Amazon guy. William Shatner. Trump is like William Shatner, I feel. William Shatner would do the take for the commercial that he thought was good, And then if they asked him to do anything different, he would be like, no, I've given you the perfect take. We don't need it anymore. And this feels so freewheeling that I feel like they just set up the camera and Trump just rambles on about his NFT cards. And he's like, there we go. Cut. It's good. It's done. Press it. Send it out there. Let's sell some NFTs. And he talks about his muscles.
I wish I looked as good as I do on those cards. That I can tell you. They give me muscles where, believe me, I don't have them. I wanted to keep my Trump digital trading cards at the same price, $99 each.
Oh, nice.
Go to collecttrumpcards.com. It's really easy to buy. They sold out incredibly fast the last time, and I think the mugshot edition will sell out even faster.
All right, folks, get over there.
To get the piece of his suit in a physical card, you have to buy 47 of these at $99, so $4,600, like
wow.
$4,653 to get that piece of the suit.
Man, that's a buy-in right there. You gotta
Somebody's
really
going to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll sell out. I'm sure it will. It'll sell out just like the last two did, but it's out there and on the market. It is the holidays, friends. Christmas right around the corner. Who knows who on your list might like that? Actually, I bet you do know somebody on your list that might like that. Meanwhile, before we hit up a dispatch or two, I will tell you, folks, if you are what they call a passenger of size, a larger person who flies on planes, good news for you. They say Southwest Airlines is being celebrated by passengers of size on TikTok. They said you can request complimentary seats, 1 or 2, depending on your needs, to accommodate your girth. They said customers whose bodies encroach past the armrest are entitled to an extra seat, according to Southwest policy. They are currently one of the few, if not the only, airlines to offer free seats to larger passengers. So if you're real big, you just say, hey, I want 2. I want one next to me and the one I paid for. And if you're real big, you can go give me a 3-for. I want a whole aisle here. And they said alternatively, customers could purchase extra seats in advance and then contact Southwest for a refund of the cost of the additional seating after travel. So if you buy 2, you can get 1 free afterwards.
This is strange to ask, and I don't know how they would go about getting the answer. But let's say a bunch of people take them up on this wonderful opportunity. It's not really a deal. It's, I don't know, a service, we'll call it.
Yeah, right.
But then you have an entire plane of very heavy people. Doesn't that
could be problematic?
I mean, doesn't that change? Like, the pilots need to know ahead of time. Right?
That's why I think you probably would guess where I would go on this, what my take would be, but I think everybody's going to be wrong. If you're thinking in your head, you know what my take is going to be on this, I think you're going to be wrong. I think this is fantastic. I support this in every way possible. For the one thing is the reason that you said, Sabrina, if you're flying on an aircraft and you have somebody much heavier with just one seat to squish themselves into, it's not only uncomfortable for the person next to them, that is one seat and is throwing off the weight balance in the plane. If every seat was full of somebody that overweight, you'd actually have an issue. But if the person is in 2 seats, well, then they're taking up the space of 2 people, and they might be the weight of 2 people. So it could even out when you look at it that way. And the other thing is, who wants to sit next to some uncomfortable fat dude who's barely scrunched and squished into his seat? He's spilling over onto yours. He doesn't want to be in that position. You don't want to be in that position. Who's getting screwed out of money? Southwest. Who cares about them? I don't care if Southwest loses money. They want to do this. Let them do. I think this is everybody wins. The big people win. The small people win.
Some as big as
everybody. Everybody's a victor in this.
Oh, man. And if you happen to be in the unfortunate situation I found myself in watching a musical once where I was sat next to somebody who was also pretty big and spilling over into my chair. And then now there's just 2 fat people that are like squished up against each other. I swear. Also, I had been sent back to the bar to replace somebody's wine in my party. And when I got back and I saw that the empty seat they left me was next to the fat person, I kind of looked at them and like, you guys serious right now?
Why'd you do this to me?
Come on.
Yeah, I love this idea. People will go, oh, God, I had this big person next to me, and it was so uncomfortable. Do you think they want to be in that position?
No.
No, there's no way. They want to have more room.
Travel, too.
Yes, of course. And do I think that we should benefit people just because they're overweight? Not necessarily, but if everybody wins except for a giant corporation, I'm on board, baby. I think I am for that.
Is it that easy to just say, hey, I want, because like usually when you book, you say you buy 3 plane tickets. Mm-hmm. You have to put a name on each of those tickets. Can you actually put the same name on 2 different tickets? And there's no like red flag or something?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I don't know.
I know for sure that I definitely got like double checked once at TSA because I scanned my passport card in, and they were like, wait a second. And what they realized was that I had 2 tickets on 2 different flights, and that's like something that they look at. But what it really was we changed our flight, and my wife never went for the refund on the other one.
Right. Yeah.
But see what I'm saying?
It pops up on their radar, and it looks like they're like, this could be bad.
Anything that's not a normal flying situation that could pop up on their radar like that, you would think that there would be something weird. Also, what happens if and who's the determiner here? If I go on this Southwest flight and say I've booked the flight right now, and I'm like, I might be spilling over. Let me get 2 tickets to make sure I'm nice and comfortable on this flight.
Yep.
But it's not till like June or July, and my New Year's resolution is like to lose some weight. So I've been kind of working on it. I've been kind of slimming down. Now I show up and I ask for the refund of the extra seat, of the fat seat. And is there somebody that determines like, no, bud, you're not fat enough for that refund?
They're not going to, they won't question anything. They won't question anything because it would be bad press for them, I think. Ark on Twitch says, I'm not a heavy guy and I fly regularly, but I also have a 48-inch chest, which unfortunately that means my arms kind of sort of bow out. Now, don't get me wrong. Usually the airline tickets are nice enough to try to put me in a place where I'm not overspilling, but it is what it is, he says. Yeah, I think everybody wins. I'm for this. I think it's great, and I think we should all celebrate it, take advantage. Let's see what you think. Let's go over to Funny Name, talking about passengers of size.
Good afternoon. Happy days, everybody.
You too.
Southwest calling it a person or passenger of size. They are literally calling you a POS. I think that's kind of funny.
That might come out at some point in time as somebody says, how dare you do this to me? Here's Jilly Babe talking about I don't know what.
Hey, News Junkies, Jilly Babe here. So, Sean, you picked me for the very first Fritz on the Street for 2023. I'm the one who sent you the little butter ornament to butter you up, and I think it would be really awesome if you could go full circle and pick me for the very last Fritz on the Street for 2023. Thank you.
Interesting.
And I hope you pick me. Wiggle, wiggle.
Reasoning.
I'll keep it in mind as we move forward towards the final Fritz on the Street.
But a nicer way of saying it.
Question mark is what I'm going to leave her with. It could be not.
You just got a Jilly Mabe.
I am bribable.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's the last chance to do it. Might as well. Here's laying down the law, talking about school.
Hey, News Junkies.
Hey.
You triggered a somewhat traumatic memory for me when
Happy
talking
holidays.
about the woman trying to pass as a young person. In 6th grade, so a classroom full of 11 or 12-year-olds, there was a 15-year-old, his name was Dwayne. He was just waiting to turn 16 so that he could just drop out completely. But he had a full beard and mustache, and he was creepy to me because of that. It's very scary to my 11-year-old self back then. Wiggle, wiggle, pop.
We had people like that in my school, too. You always had somebody who was on the cusp of the age limit where you get into a particular grade, so they're the oldest in the class. You know what I'm excited about? With C-Lane's new son, Jackson, by proxy, I'm probably going to get to experience some things and get answers to questions. Like, I want to know, in school, is it still the same? Like, is elementary school still a similar experience to when I went there For instance, you remember you used to play...
No, they
did
have
you guys
TVs
play,
in color now.
It wasn't that long ago.
Nice.
Did you guys play Heads Up 7-Up when you were in
Yes.
school? Yeah, does that still happen? Does Duck Duck Goose still happen in elementary school? Like, do they still do these things, or did that die out?
I mean, it's a great question.
I mean, they probably don't play Smear the Queer anymore like you did,
Jesus.
Sean.
One would think that is phased out.
Yeah.
Who's in your mouth?
By the way, if you're not from the Southeast and you hear me say Duck Duck Goose and you're weirded out by it, I know for you it's Duck Duck Gray Duck, but I just can't stand behind that.
Duck Gray Duck.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't that sound weird? That's what they call it.
An advantage. By the time you're done saying gray duck, that person's caught you.
That's like when I hear somebody say puff, puff, give instead of pass.
Yeah,
What
it's
was
weird.
Puff, puff, give.
It makes me feel
But
weird.
that's a regional thing. They play Duck Duck Gray Duck in a bunch of places. And they have no idea what Duck Duck Goose even is. Okay, we're going to work in some more dispatches when we return. We'll see what you got on your mind. Actually, I'll do one more here. Here's Martin. Martin's got a dispatch for us. Hello?
When it comes to Southwest and purchasing that extra seat because I'm a little girthy, and then I go and get my refund, but then what happens if I am not? They determine I'm not that girthy.
They do to sound like a full nude.
Do I get on a scale? Do they measure me to get my refund? And also, do I get an extra carry-on? All good questions.
That's true. I don't know. There's a lot of questions here. We'll have to.
I like
see
how
what we
you
can
are
figure
the
out.
judge of your own questions, sir. I just gave you some really phenomenal questions.
Oh, dark but true. Big Doug Millionaire on Twitch says they play Duck Duck Bullets now in school. Things have evolved for the worse, it seems.
Yikes.
When we come back, we're going to hear from you. We'll get into this new robot that was just released and is frightening as hell, and a whole lot more on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Fellas, texters are blowing us up right now. We're getting more texts than we ever have. They're affirming Russ's statement that fried bologna absolutely looks like boobs.
Yes.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Still have some stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound between US 27 and after Osceola Polk line. Pretty thick in that area. And a crash now in Orange County, A.D. Mims Road at North Clark Road, but no reports of any lane blockage there. And a crash with some road blockage, Goldenrod Road, after State Road 50 at Carolyn Avenue. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. During Pro Paint Days at Lowe's, save $10 on a new and exclusive 5-gallon pail of HGTV Home by Sherwin-Williams Drywall PVA Primer and Sealer. Lowe's knows paint. Lowe's knows pros. Offer valid 12/4 through 12/15. Exclusions, restrictions, and more terms apply.
Real Radio wants to send you to space. Or at least as far as the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex to experience holidays in space. All you have to do is use the Real Radio Talkback feature on our free iHeartRadio app. Maybe tell us how you plan to escape the holiday stress this season. It doesn't matter what you send. All talkbacks will be entered for the prize. One winner will be randomly drawn each weekday so you can experience holidays in space at the Kennedy Space Center Visitors Complex. Use the Real Radio Talkback on the iHeartRadio app now and talk back to space for your chance to win. Head to realradio.fm/contest for another chance to enter.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Fence outlet customer Amy said,
"We had a fire on our property and needed to replace our fence quickly. We have grandchildren and pets, and we were concerned for their safety. A friend recommended Fence Outlet. We scheduled a free quote, and they had our privacy and safety restored quickly."
Visit fenceoutlet.com today. License number C10252 and C10803.
Switch to Verizon and you'll save.
Get in the holiday spirit, Orlando. Verizon has an extra gift for your family this season.
You can save a lot.
Get $800 in Verizon gift cards when you switch your family of 4 and get 4 new phones on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate.
Great deals from Verizon. Great deals from Verizon.
There's never been a better time to switch, but this offer won't last forever, so hurry in. Switch to the network America relies on. Get $800 in gift cards and get new phones for the whole family on us with Select Trade-In and Unlimited Ultimate. Visit your local Verizon store today. $999.99 device payment or full retail purchase with new smartphone line on Unlimited Ultimate plan required per phone. $200 Verizon e-gift card with port in per line. Less $1,000 trade-in/promo credit applied over 36 months. Promo credit ends if eligibility requirements are no longer met. 0% APR.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is, Tobacco-Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. Tobacco-Free Florida's Group Quit service offers free virtual and in-person sessions at convenient times and locations. You may be eligible to receive free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. You are not alone. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco-Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Explore the heart of Lake Mary at Park Jewelers, your family-owned destination for fine jewelry. Park Jewelers delivers unparalleled customer service and an exceptional selection of fine jewelry and gemstones. Let us assist you in finding the perfect engagement ring, or choose from our gorgeous selection of diamond and gemstone jewelry for any occasion. With on-site jewelers for repairs and custom designs, we're here for you every step of the way. Visit myparkjewelers.com and become a part of our valued family today.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
All year, you've sang, danced, and listened to your favorite artists in the free iHeartRadio app. Introducing iHeart Rewind 2023, presented by State Farm. A personalized experience featuring the music and podcasts that brought you joy in 2023 straight to your inbox. Plus, we're sharing what made your neighborhood move by highlighting the top artists, songs, and more in your home state. See the soundtrack to your neighborhood at iHeartRewind.com. Thanks for listening with iHeartRadio in 2023, and Happy New Year from us and our friends at State Farm.
Financing is 0%
APR financing. Get it now at Sutherland Nissan Orlando.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
In New Orleans, where many people listen to this show, you have a famous bar that is now fully RIP, according to C-Lane. I guess Spirits on Bourbon is no more.
I think I saw this morning on Facebook, like one of the piano players there. It was like, oh, I'm gonna miss this place. So sad to see it go. And I was like, that sucks.
Yeah, they tried everything. They had John Taffer from Bar Rescue come into this place. It wasn't called Spirits then, was it? He came up with the Spirits thing, I think, right?
I don't know.
I don't know what it was before that. And all the bars up and down Bourbon Street, if you've never been there, most people know this, they have like signature drinks that usually come in all these fun containers. It was all spurred by a place called Tropical Isle, which did a drink that is absolutely horrendous, called the hand grenade, that they sell millions and millions of. And so everything has to come in some funky little cup, and it's, you know, got some crazy name. And they redid that place and they called it Spirits on Bourbon. And then at one point they had this barber chair in the front, and you could sit in the barber chair and they would give you a shot and slap you on the face or something. And
I think you had to lay back and they pour it in your mouth, or they might mix it in your mouth.
Messy. Oh, yeah, they like shake your head or something.
Yeah. There's tons of videos of that on social media.
And then one time in like 2018, one of the bartenders like attacked a woman because she spanked her like in the chair or something like that.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember the one time Courtney and I went there and we sat down. There's like nobody there. They, of course, have the Bar Rescue episode featuring them on a loop inside the bar. And we had this bartender who the entire time we were there, he had his hand in his pocket, pleasuring himself while we were sitting right there. And Courtney goes, is that guy? And I go, yes, he is. And it's not even a gray area. Like, he is absolutely, he would put his hand in his pocket and then like, pop, 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 and then he'd stop. And then he'd walk around for a little bit, and then he'd put his hand back in his pocket, pop, 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 you know, like he was trying to just keep it going for as long as he, like edging inside the bar he was working at. We got out of there as quickly as we possibly could, and probably were the better for it. But RIP to Spirits on Bourbon for our friends there. I didn't go there much anyhow. I usually go to the cheesiest places.
I liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I thought they were doing okay. I know the other place that was on Kitchen Nightmares, I think. That place, Oceana or something like that, not only did they start doing amazing after their episode aired, they opened up like 3 other locations. And that, like, they were on this show. The show's talking about how absolutely messy their business operations are, how gross everything is in the kitchen and the walk-in freezer and stuff. And then everybody goes, let's go there. I want to go to that place. And they ended up making a ton of money off that. That's a good gimmick to have. Meanwhile, people are saying that Amazon is responsible for something that is plaguing this country. And that is our inability to go to the bathroom with any sort of confidence in our privacy. There are little cameras all over the place. Not a week goes by on this show where I don't see a story about somebody who went into the bathroom or was at like an Airbnb and they discovered there was some little teeny tiny camera that was watching them while they were doing the stuff that they didn't want people to see. It could be like a Glade plug-in looking thing. You plug it into the wall, looks like it's putting out some good smells, but really it's just videotaping you while you pee. Could be just a little pinhole camera that you never would notice unless somebody said, hey, this right here is a camera. And people are saying that Amazon is one of the biggest retailers of these spy cameras. And should they even be selling them at all is the question they're putting forward. And I was trying to think as I read this story, I said, is there any legitimate use for one of these tiny spy cameras? where, let's say, it hides in a smoke detector or something like that.
I mean, nanny cams.
Yeah, for your own
maybe.
house.
Yeah,
but I don't know why it needs to be hidden. Like, I have cameras. Like, I'll be out of town this weekend, and someone's going to be looking over, like, my cats, but I have a camera that's pointed at their food and water, and I have it there, but you could see it.
Yeah, because
there's no reason to hide it.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. In your house, if you're using them for security in open spaces, you're not going to try to get one that looks like a teddy bear or something. You're just going to get a camera because people will see the camera and you'll know you have the security of the camera being there recording whatever goes on. But the little ones, let me look up on Amazon in real time here. Hang on. Let me bring up Amazon and I'll look up spy camera because that's what they're complaining about. Spy camera.
But in the case of a nanny cam, though, I think you do want to not make it obvious that you have a camera because you want to, if you suspect something's going on, you want to catch this person in the act, right?
Yeah, I guess. But if you just have the cameras there and they know they're there, maybe it controls the behavior to begin with.
Also, maybe, you don't want, aesthetically, your house to just be surrounded by cameras. Like maybe some people are uncomfortable by that or they just don't like the look of it.
Like here's an example of one. This is a camera that is embedded in what looks like your car keys that unlock your door, like your keyless entry thing. And you just put that out on a counter somewhere. No one is going to think that that's a camera and you're recording whatever you want. This is a wall charger where you got like plugs and USB ports, and there's a tiny Wi-Fi spy camera in the middle of that.
The black one under it, the one that looks like a little USB charging bug for your iPhone.
That's scary, man.
That one works really well, and it still charges your iPhone if you plug it in.
Right, it's functional. So you see that. Like in the bathroom, you would see this and you wouldn't be thinking twice about it. You just go, that's just a USB plug.
So it was, I think when I was in Atlanta earlier this year, I found a USB-C wall plug. It wasn't plugged in. It was just like underneath the bed of the hotel room I was staying in. And I was like, oh, sweet, free charger. And then I'm using it. I'm like, what if this is a spy camera?
Right.
And I open it up. And I did not see anything that indicated any sort of like lens. But if they're that tiny that I wouldn't know what to look for, then whoever still has the access to it has probably seen me nude.
Well, one thing that people might say is that you're being paranoid. Why would you think there was a camera in there? And I'm looking at this one camera, right? One camera that Celine pointed out that looks like a iPhone charger, little dongle thing. You plug it in the wall, then you plug a USB thing into it to charge your phone, and it's got a camera on it. That one item on Amazon has over 1,200 reviews on it. So they are selling a lot of these things, and they're mostly used, I would think, to try to capture people doing things in private places. That would be my guess. I'm trying to think of all the legitimate uses so that I can combat this and say, Amazon should sell whatever they want to sell. And I'm still for the free market of selling things. I just wish if you sold stuff like this, you also sold some sort of detector where you walk into the room and it tells you,
I think they do have that. And I would want one for sure. I mean, there's plenty of places like either hotel rooms or Airbnbs where I'm like, can I just give this a gander? Like this mirror looks sketchy. Why is it in this spot? And then I think there's like devices where you could see like infrared or something along those lines.
There's the detectors. I mean, a lot of them, because I started with your search of spy camera on Amazon and added the word detector. And they have the very first one runs on RF signals, which is the one that you have that you saw there that looks like the iPhone charger. Yeah, probably runs on Wi-Fi, or at least the ones that I've messed with.
So it wouldn't even show that then, right? It wouldn't notice that camera was recording you in the bathroom or something,
right?
I've seen a couple of them here. You're right. The hidden camera detector or a camera detector C10 Pro. Professional bug RF detector, hidden camera, anti-spy sweeper. They said there's a ton of these things that you would wonder if this would get more common, if there would be more people who wanted these, like build them into a keychain, and then women can have a keychain with one of these on it to make sure when they go into a public bathroom that, God forbid, they're not being recorded while they do this. But a lot of fingers pointing to Amazon for being one of the biggest retailers of these. Hey, we got to take a break. We got to get out of here.
Yeah,
All right,
what the heck,
break.
man?
When we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Move over, Jolly. 'Tis the season for AI to determine which each state's Hunger Games tributes would look like. Yay! According to reports, Snoop Dogg just recently had his very first SMORE. Plus, I miss the old Kanye because we now have the new Klanye. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio. At 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by Gringos Locos and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James, Miguel, Ken, and Mike. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Rude Air Conditioning Weather Center, powered locally by Ferguson HVAC.
Hey everybody, good Wednesday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Wednesday weather here in Central Florida is as follows. Mixed skies, passing shower chance at 20% with breezy northeast winds at 15 to 20 higher gusts. Those high temps will situate around the mid-70s today. Low mid-60s tonight, mostly cloudy. Expect a shower or two before 11 p.m. Chances low, though, 20%. Thursday and Friday, it looks like highs in the low 70s with rain chance 20% Thursday. Nothing on Friday with some breezy winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, save over $40 on a Werner 6-foot step ladder. Was $115, now just $69.98. Lowe's knows savings, Lowe's knows pros. Valid 12/7 through 12/13 on item number 98-148 while supplies last.
I like to cook on the Big Green Egg. Why? It's impressive and everything turns out great on the Big Green Egg. If you don't have one, you got to go to Wassey's Meat Market and get a Big Green Egg. They have the lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories. They even have a classroom set up to teach you all the basic techniques on the Big Green Egg and advanced techniques. When you get the Big Green Egg from Wassey's Meat Market, there's a lifetime guarantee. So it's Wassey's Meat Market. Check them out on Instagram or just go to their website, Wassey'sMeatMarket.com in Melbourne on Wickham Road. It's Wassey'sMeatMarket.com.
During the Jeep Wrap Up the Year event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles. 10% or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Overland, Compass excludes Sport, Grand Cherokee excludes 4xe, Laredo, Grand Cherokee All excludes Laredo. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Gladiator Sport, Compass Latitude, and Renegade. Not compatible with lease offers except Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery from dealer stock by 1/2. Jeep is a registered trademark.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's
white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Brian has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Need money for the holidays? Avoid the yikes before Christmas. Hurry into Jackson Hewitt for a holiday loan on your tax refund, up to $1,000. Early refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Finance charge applies. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Hey creators, it's your chance to be heard. Always dreamed of making your own song? Now you can with just a few swipes on the Hype app, where you can effortlessly create music, share it with friends, and join a community of real musicians. Listen to Johnny's House on XL 106.7 for a chance to hear your Hype song air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the Hype app at XL1067.com. That's HYPH. Or follow XL1067 on Insta.
The next generation of streaming is here.
Introducing Spectrum One Stream. Get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, including advanced Wi-Fi, and one unlimited mobile line free for 12 months. And when you add Spectrum TV, get a Zumo Stream Box free for 12 months. Spectrum One Stream. It's streaming simplified. Visit Spectrum.com for details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
With the holidays upon us, the increase in traveling, shopping, and connecting online also heightens the need to protect your identity and finances with LifeLock. Identity thieves see this time of year as an opportunity to drain your accounts, open new loans in your name, and damage your financial future. LifeLock detects and alerts you to the threats you might miss on your own. Don't let the busy holiday season catch you off guard. Save up to 25% off your first year with promo code CLAY. LifeLock.com, promo code CLAY.
Hey, stay in touch. At Real Radio 1041 on the social media platform formerly known as Twitter. Brilliant. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
All things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. If you miss any of the show today or ever, you can always subscribe to the podcast over at thenewsjunkie.com. It's free. The links are right there. Subscribe on iHeart or wherever you get your podcast. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Hey, Mr. Boner. Mr. Boner's in the house.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
Hold up. The next episode brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don, thatmortgageguyDon.com. And, of course, the Home Loans Radio Show. If you are refinancing, buying your first dream home, debt consolidation, perhaps your goals for 2024 include one of those things, get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
It was 20 years ago, 2003, one of the 2 from this band right here.
White Stripes.
White Stripes is right, and I'm talking about Jack White, and he was involved in a brawl with Jason Stolzheimer of the Von Bondies. Familiar?
Right. No.
It was at Detroit's Magic Stick. The brawl was pretty one-sided, they say. Jack spat in Jason's face, then repeatedly unleashed the fist of fury on his face as well until he was pulled off by bystanders, leaving the singer of Von Bondies with a bloody face and bruise. Apparently, his crime was he purposefully ignored Jack White.
Ooh.
So, be warned. Also, 13 years ago today, a 2,400-year-old pot of soup was unearthed in China.
Okay,
so
awesome.
There you have it. And then also on this day in history, maybe next year I'll talk about it, this fellow right here.
Oh, Kanye West.
Kanye is right, and he is he's making the rounds again. You thought things maybe were a little quiet. You are wrong, because he held a listening party in Miami for the Vultures, the upcoming album with Ty Dolla $ign. And at one point, he wore what they're calling a black KKK-style hood.
Oh. Because it's black, does that mean like the inverse of what the KKK is going for? Or
that I do not know. I guess he used something.
It just looks more fashionable, I guess.
Still looks like a KKK hood.
Uh-huh.
He used similar imagery in his Black Skinhead video back in 2013, but I guess this is kind of hitting differently now, considering the whole hating Jews comments he made not too long ago. His daughter North also hit the stage because she actually raps on the album. The other kids, Chicago and Saint, were there too, along with Kanye's quote-unquote wife, Bianca. And let's all remember that both of them are banned from Italy for life for Mop Mop on a Boat.
Nice.
This also got kind of weird. Drew Barrymore had this gal on her show recently.
Oprah.
Oprah is right. Now people are talking online saying things got weird. During their chat, Drew basically caressed Oprah the entire time.
Is Oprah Winfrey like promoting something special? Because she's done Drew Barrymore's show, and I think today was the day she was supposed to be on Sherry.
Isn't it this the time where she releases her favorite things?
No, there's that movie, The Color of Purple, is coming out.
Right.
I think she's behind that.
I thought that came out already. So why were they considering it a snub for the Golden Globes if no one's seen it yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. I've seen the previews
Put that on the Mo list, please.
In theaters, and I believe it might even come out this weekend, and that would explain why she's out there.
So, yeah, she started stroking Oprah's arm. Oprah didn't seem to think it was weird, but made some viewers uneasy. One said, Drew is too overbearing and cringy, and it doesn't seem genuine the way she fawns all over her guests. Past my boundary. One even suggested Oprah's body language made it clear that she wanted her hand back. I will say, any clip that I've seen from the Drew Barrymore show, it is very different from any other daytime. Like, she'll go crisscross applesauce.
Yes.
And just do a side profile while staring intensely into her guest's eyes.
Yeah, I think what people are failing to understand is, get with it. Drew Barrymore is a hippie. She's like this emotional hippie chick, and she wants to really connect with her guests.
She just really loves talking on the side of her mouth and caressing.
She's touchy.
Her and
She's
Katie Holmes.
What I also think, though, that people aren't taking into consideration is that if Oprah Winfrey wants her hand back, she's going to take her effing hand back.
Very true.
I mean, it's Oprah.
True.
Most of the people who even have their own daytime talk shows would cower before the likes of Oprah Winfrey.
I wouldn't. I would be incredibly uncomfortable, and I would just try to power through the situation. That's what I would do. I would just sit there like,
knock them dead.
Mm-hmm.
Last month, the stoner world was shooketh after Snoop Dogg said he was quitting smoking.
Yep.
And then we all found out, and I knew it was a lie, that he was part of a new ad for a smokeless fire pit. And thus he released the ad, the product, and he lights up a marshmallow that's on fire. But now, this exciting new detail has come out. The marshmallow was the first one Snoop had ever roasted in his life.
Okay. He didn't have a lot of experience with this in Compton, I guess?
It was a new interview by The Daily with the Fire Pit Company CEO, John Maris, and he explains how the company, Solo Brands, brought in Martin Agency. Okay, Jesus, all these names for no reason. He also ended up pitching the idea over the phone to Snoop, who was on board in minutes. And then after 2 weeks of negotiations, in which he must be getting a pretty penny for him to tell the entire world he's not smoking weed anymore.
Yeah, this seems like his George Foreman moment, like where he got a product.
Snoop Foreman.
He's making some money off of this.
But it was his first marshmallow ever roasted, and last year he also promoted his cereal, Snoop Loops, that came in a box that displayed the words "More Marshmallows." But I guess he had never roasted them before, so congratulations. What will 2024 bring for Snoop D-O-double-G?
If it wasn't a possible trademark infringement on Lucky Charms, it'd be hilarious if the Snoopaloops had green hats.
Mm-hmm.
We'll put that in the...
Bring a green hat!
Sean got it.
As far as Snoop Dogg, he does love his weed, and I'm sure he's very thankful that he's never smoked this guy's weed before. Wait for it.
Crazy.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Ozzy Osbourne is right, and there is this interesting tidbit, one of the episodes, the later episodes of the Osbournes podcast, where Sharon, Kelly, Jack, and special guest Margot Cho took advantage of their chance to discuss some Ozzy-themed topics. Ozzy approved, they say. And it was apparently Sharon's M.O. to, I'm just going to straight up say it, poop in Ozzy's weed.
All right, that's one way to do things.
Why not?
Yeah, Ozzy's contraband. When she found it, according to Kelly, I found Ozzy's weed.
Does Ozzy Osbourne just have such a large vessel full of marijuana that his wife can poop in it and he doesn't notice?
Maybe.
You realize there are a number of things that have to be true for this to be pulled off, and everybody's like, okay.
Well, I'll tell you. So Kelly said she found Dad's weed. I came to Mom, showed it to her, and she was like, Kelly, do you need to go to the toilet? I said, no, I'm doing this again for you. I'm too old now. I am not going to S in Dad's drugs. So she did the poo-poo, and it was in a tiny Ziploc bag. She pooped in it, zipped it back up, put it back, and when he found out, he went nuts, chased down the hall, and screamed us.
Wow.
And then smoked it.
Why not? It's still good.
Yeah. Still get you high.
And I think that's a great note to leave on the poop tube. I mean, boob. We have Celebrity Family Feud with Rosie O'Donnell and Billy Porter, the Masked Singer. We also have the Spencer Sisters on the CW. First time that I've ever heard of that. 35th season finale of The Amazing Race, and you can catch Timothy
Chalamet.
And David Blaine on Fallon. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra. And most importantly, say it with America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, for one last time in 2023, Fritz on the street. The battle is going down next, and it's your last shot this year to get your hands on the very elusive Fritz magnet. If you want us to represent you in Fritz on the street, if we win, you win this magnet. So now's the time to get our attention. Let's see what you can do. We're all going to pick somebody. I'm picking somebody. C-Lane's picking somebody. Sabrina's picking somebody.
I'm not picking anybody.
We'll see who wins the final Fritz on the street, because that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This Christmas Eve at 8 p.m., a Real Radio Christmas Carol on repeat. Sponsored by Goldsmith Jewelry Shop. This holiday, shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Looks like a crash with some possible road blockage on the Central Florida Parkway right around South Orange Blossom Trail. Also still working a crash at A.D. Mims Road at North Clark Road, and still have that slow and go on I-4 eastbound between US 27 to well after the Osceola Polk County line. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Wawa. Whatever hoagie you prefer, Wawa hoagies are made just for you. Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. $6 for your favorite classic hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Give the gift of hope this holiday season to local families whose children are in the hospital. Today, your support will ensure families don't have to choose between paying their bills and staying by their child's bedside. Give4kidstoday.com. That's give4kidstoday.com.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
Gift wrapping struggles, packed parking lots, tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Spending time with family and loved ones in the holidays, man, that's really what it's all about in life. And you want to be there as long as you can. Listen, early detection of heart disease and cancer can be a game changer when it comes to treatment and treatment outcome. You need to get a scan if you can. There's a lot of cardiac deaths that happen around the holidays. You don't want that to be you. Go to Life Imaging FLA and get a scan if you can. Here's what you do. With your cell phone, call pound 250. Say the words free heart scan. There's a few minimum requirements, but this is a $699 value. If you give them a call, you can get a free heart scan. Just dial pound 250. Say free heart scan, and you'll be connected in seconds. You'll also get an option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia. You got to get a scan if you can. It really is a great thing to do. I did it. I'm so glad that I did. And when you call them and talk to them about the heart scan, ask them also about cancer screening. Get a scan if you can. It's Life Imaging FLA. Dial pound 250 and say the words free heart scan.
Ho, ho, hold up. It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. Let's wrap up the year. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. Don't wait for the jolly old elf, because right now, Santa R.C. Hill at R.C. Hill Mitsubishi wants to help you save $6,000 and stuff your stocking with $1,000. Are other dealers roasting your chestnuts over past credit mishaps? Let us help you get approved. Help me wrap up the year, and you could fill your sleigh with savings and drive home in a new car today. Save up to $6,000 based on the car you choose. And I'll give you $1,000 Christmas cash for the kiddies. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm R.C. Hill from R.C. Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Sharing is caring, right? Well, that's what they say. But at McDonald's, they mean it. That's the only place where when I roll through with my fam, I leave happy and full. Because for real, I get everything I want. No. Scratch that. We all get everything we want. Especially right now, when we can bundle our faves for breakfast. How about a savory sausage McMuffin with melty cheese, or the most delicious, warm, flaky sausage biscuit with those delicious classic hash browns for just $2.79? Or later in the day, get the fam together and go all out. Bundle the hits like a crispy McChicken topped with mayo and lettuce, or a juicy McDouble with not one, but two 100% pure beef patties and tasty, small, world-famous fries for only $3.69. McDonald's eats, and so do we all, because there's always something for everyone. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Valid with product served.
How's your money feeling? It's about to feel happier with a certificate from Happy Money's partner, Alliant Credit Union. Elevate and increase your savings with 12-month terms and only $1,000 minimum. And the happiest part? Alliant certificates yield 5.25% APY annual percentage yield. Now that's a happier side of money. Elevate your savings. Go to happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. Funds insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people.
And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater. Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches. Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
Planning a DIY fence project, but you're not sure where to start? Consider Fence in a Box from Fence Outlet. They offer fixed prices that include all materials to complete a fence for an average 120-foot backyard. PVC, aluminum, wood. Learn more at FenceOutlet.com. License number C10252.
Just moved into your new home with an alarm system that's inactive or needs updating? SafeTouch is ready to provide you peace of mind in 3 days or less. Call SafeTouch 844-324-2900 now. License number EF2001945.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
of 2023. The greatest game in all of radio is on in just a moment, but here's how things work if you don't know about the show. We all pick somebody to fight for, to represent in Fritz on the Street. I pick somebody, Sabrina picks somebody, C-Lane picks somebody. If we win, you get your hands on the very rare Fritz magnet from Game of Magnets. You can see all of the Game of Magnets over at thenewsjunkie.com. This is a tough one to get, but we will be representing somebody who could win one today. I will be representing Fritz Christina on Twitch. It is her birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday. I'm going to have to pick somebody else.
Uh-oh. What about you, Sabrina? Do you have a backup?
Yeah, sure. C-Lane, who are you picking?
I'll pick because he's badgering me on my own personal texting service, a.k.a. my cell phone. I'll play for Tommy Awesome.
All right, Tommy Awesome for C-Lane.
And I will go with Joshua from Venmo.
All right, Joshua from Venmo. Interesting swerve.
I gotta be honest with you. Christina May's birthday. Happy birthday! Her friend Angela sent me a lot more than Joshua.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, this is all just working in your favor.
I should have said I was barberable a long time ago.
Wait, I want to plug my Venmo.
All right, Fritz, are you ready to go?
I am now.
All right, here we go. Let's do Fritz on the Street.
Now it's time for Fritz on the Street.
Hello, Sabrina. Hello, Sean. Hello, C-Lane.
Hey,
Fritz.
Fritzy.
Howdy. Fritz on the Street is sponsored by Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. That number, 866-CALL-MO. In first place for the last Fritz on the Street of 2023 with 396 points. That would be Christopher Lane.
Yeah.
And mathematically eliminated in second place with 372 points is Sean Lawson. And mathematically eliminated in third place with 361 points, Sabrina Ambra.
Can we just do some other math right now?
He's got a beer. He's already drinking a beer.
You celebrate all you want with that beer, C-Lane. In our hearts and minds, whoever wins this final one gets the last big W of 2023.
So your hearts and minds are wrong, but that's fine.
Okay.
No, it's
my
still a
fingers
win.
are right over your microphone,
Yep.
so we could change that real quick.
Uh-oh.
But I won't, because that'd be weird.
We have 8 questions, 4 current event questions, and 4 general knowledge trivia questions. If you think you know it, chime in for that bonus point opportunity.
Pre-chime.
Yeah.
Where'd you ask these questions?
Thank you for asking. I went to Cavo's Bar and Kitchen last night. Each Tuesday, Fritz's Funhouse. That's my trivia night, and I got 10 participants.
Hot damn.
Nice.
So you're going to be doing it still throughout the course of December?
Yep, until they kick me out.
All right.
Awesome.
And they take my keys back.
You get keys?
No, I don't
He
have
gets
yeah.
keys.
That'd be awesome if I did, though.
If you go there on Tuesdays, by the way, when Fritz does Fritz's Funhouse Trivia, not only do you get to have fun with that, they got great food there, man. Oh, it's a good place.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about doing trivia there is afterwards I'm like, can I get some food?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. All right, question number 1. If you think you do it, chime in. With films such as... C-Lane.
MTV's Kurt Loder.
That is incorrect.
Ha.
With films such as Love Story and Paper Moon, which American actor passed away last week at the age of 82?
Shoot.
My God.
82.
I don't remember this.
Paper Moon. Isn't that recently?
No, it's
Sean.
70s.
Oh.
Sean?
I have no idea.
That is correct. No, that is
I have
incorrect.
no clue.
Sabrina?
Friggin' Big Dog.
Yep, that's him. That's him.
Ryan
Ryan what?
O'Neal.
Yeah, Ryan O'Neal's correct.
Oh,
Yeah, where'd you get Ryan O'Neal from there, Sabrina?
Oh, my God.
She did it right in front of me, too. You know what? I like it. I like the tenacity.
What do I have to lose? I'm still going to lose.
Ryan O'Neal is correct. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Ryan O'Neal?
2.
2.
I think actually Mull SPJ should be the one who gets to guess how many on this on chat, because that's the Ryan O'Neal guesser right there. But I'll say 1.
1 for Sean.
I'm going to go with 7.
And 7 for C-Lane.
Oh, my God. You have the answers.
Question.
So confident.
Question number 1 with answers of 1, 2, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
No way it's 7.
Someone's picking up 2 points. With films such as
I'm
Love
leaving if it's
Story
7.
and Paper Moon, which American actor passed away last week at the age of 82?
Ryan O'Neal. I have no clue.
How the hell did he know that?
That was a great movie. Oh. The little girl and the guy.
Oh, I can see his face.
I don't know. No idea.
Pass.
That would be 1. That means Sean is picking up 2 points, and Sabrina with a guess of 2, picking up 1 point.
The only person who knew the answer to that question was the only person who went swimming at my wedding.
Yep.
My gosh.
That was your best
Beaver.
man.
Beaver's going to throw us for a loop on this panel. All right.
Beaver, give a speech. He just threw himself in the pool.
It was the best speech I've ever seen, though. We're moving on to question 2 now. In which country did the Olympic Games originate? C-Lane?
Jamaica.
Jamaica is incorrect.
Sean. You dick. you absolutely, I know what you're doing. Greece.
Greece is correct.
He's throwing it. He's throwing the final one just to be a dick because he doesn't need to get him right.
Sabrina.
Jamaica.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Greece?
Oh, me. I forgot. 6.
6. It's pandemonium.
I will go with 5.
5 for Sabrina.
Probably 1. Just Beaver again.
1 for C-Lane. Question 2. Question 2 with
I
answers.
don't care. This is not fun anymore if you're going to do that tonight.
Questions.
I have to try to do this.
You on the last Fritz of the Street, you're pounding a beer and just throwing out random guesses.
We should have had a hot pepper for him and see how it goes.
Uh-huh.
Question 2 with answers of 1, 5, and 6.
Ding, 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 ding.
Someone knows they're Greece. In which country did the Olympic Games
Fritz,
originate?
give me all the answers
Greece.
real quick.
Greece.
Greece?
Greece?
Definitely Spain.
Oh.
What country? Greece.
Greece.
I mean, I'm going to go with, like, Japan or something.
That would be 6. That means Sean is picking up a 3-pointer on that one, and Sabrina with a guess of 5, picking up 1 point.
All right.
We move on to question number 3. Singer Brenda Lee was given flowers from Mariah Carey after which Christmas? Sean?
Rocking around the Christmas tree?
That is correct. Rocking around the Christmas tree. Full question. Singer Brenda Lee was given flowers from Mariah Carey after which Christmas song went to number 1 for the first time in 65 years. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Rocking Around the Christmas Tree?
Oh, you know what I just thought of? Poor Tommy Awesome doesn't even have a shot now.
It's anybody's game.
I'm going to say 8.
8.
6.
6 for Sabrina.
4.
And 4 for C-Lane. Question number 3 with answers of 4, 6, and 8. Singer Brenda Lee was given flowers from Mariah Carey after which Christmas song went to number 1 for the first time in 65 years?
Rocking around the Christmas tree? All I want for Christmas is you.
Oh, my God. I have no idea. Rocking around the Christmas tree? Rocking around the Christmas tree.
Rock around the Christmas tree.
Santa baby.
Rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday.
That would be 5. That means Sabrina and C-Lane with a guess
Son
of 6
of a bitch.
and 4.
Great.
Picking up
Oh,
1
please.
for each.
If you accidentally win the last Fritz on this tree, I'm done. I'm going to quit.
Yep. I think that's valid. We have one more question before halfway point on Fritz on the Street. After question 4, I'll tell you who is leading on the day so far. Question number 4 goes like this. What was the first planet to be discovered with the telescope?
Sabrina. Jupiter.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Sean?
Mars?
That is incorrect.
C-Lane.
Earth. That would be Uranus.
I knew it was Uranus.
Earth.
Uranus.
They pointed it the wrong way.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Sean, you got question 3 right. We will start with you. Out of how many answers do you think said Uranus?
2.
4.
4 for Sabrina.
8.
And 8 for C-Lane. Question 4 with answers of 2, 4, and 8. What was the first planet to be discovered with the telescope?
You have to see it with a telescope. Why do I feel like that's Uranus? Just for fun, I'll say Uranus.
Uranus. Pluto.
Uranus?
Uranus.
Uranus.
7. It was a joke. It was a joke that everyone picked up on, I guess. That means C-Lane with your guess of 8.
Another accidental point?
1 point.
I'm done, dude. I'm done.
That means 4 down, 4 to go. In first place with 6 points, we have Sean Wasson / Christina. Happy birthday, Christina. In second place with 4 points, Sabrina Ambra / Joshua. And in third place with 2 points, Christopher Lane / Tommy Awesome.
Chug that beer, C-Lane.
Moving on.
Finish it right now.
He's working on something right now.
Chug it. Moving on to question 5 now.
He's doing it.
Recently, which video game won Game of the
C-Lane.
Year? C-Lane?
Tetris.
That is incorrect.
Sean.
What's
a big video game?
Big old honking video game.
Fortnite.
That is incorrect. Sabrina?
Baldur's Gate 3.
That is correct. Baldur's Gate 3.
All right.
Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said
Googling
Baldur's
the
Gate 3?
answer now.
What are you talking about? I'm a huge fan.
Baldur's Gate.
Way better than Gate 2.
You say Baldur's Gate in my life.
Way better than Gate 2. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Baldur's Gate 3? I asked this one just because I was like, let's see.
In that case, 1.
1.
4.
4 for Sean.
7.
And 7 for C-Lane. Question 5.
Such a troll.
With answers of 1, 4, and 7.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, who knows their gates? Recently, which video game won Game of the Year at the Game Awards?
Grand Theft Auto?
Zelda.
Halo?
I have no idea.
Fortnite?
GTA?
You crazy gamers, I have no idea.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
That would be 1. That means Sabrina's picking up a 3-pointer on that one. And we have 3 questions remaining. Question number 6. Which actor has had roles in films such as The Wolf of Wall Street? Sabrina?
Damn it. Jonah Hill?
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Magic Mike and Dallas Buyers Club.
Oh, Sean.
Guys.
Sean?
Matthew McConaughey?
That is correct.
All right.
Yes.
Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Matthew McConaughey? And how many do you think said all right, all right, all right?
6 and 2.
6 and 2 it is.
I will go with 7 and 3.
7 and 3 for Sabrina.
1 and 8.
1 and 8
Absolutely impossible.
I like this C-Lane a whole lot. Question 6 with answers of 1, 6, and 7. Let's see.
Ding, 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 ding.
Who knows their Texans? Which actor has had roles in films such as The Wolf of Wall Street, Magic Mike, and Dallas Buyers Club?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, my favorite.
Matthew McConaughey.
Jonah Hill.
All right. Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
That would be 7. That means Sabrina is picking up 2 points on that one. Sean, with your guess of 6, picking up 1 point. We got 2 remaining. Question 7. Shohei Ohtani signed the largest ever Major League Baseball. C-Lane?
Badminton.
That is incorrect.
Sean. Dodgers.
The Dodgers is correct. Or are. The Dodgers are correct.
Either one.
Full question. Shohei Ohtani signed the largest ever Major League Baseball contract worth $700 million to play for which team? Sean, you got that right?
C-Lane, Savannah Bananas. Final answer.
Los Angeles Dodgers. Sean, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said the Dodgers?
6.
6.
5.
5 for Sabrina.
Nobody knew this one. Goose egg. 0.
And 0 for
Bunch of
C-Lane.
idiots.
Question 7 with answers of 0, 5, and 6. Shohei Ohtani signed the largest Major League Baseball contract worth $700 million to play for which team?
The Dodgers. Dodgers?
The Dodgers. The Dodgers.
Is it the Dodgers?
Astros.
The Dodgers?
LA Dodgers.
That would be 7. So, Sean, with a guess of 6, picking up 1 point.
I'll take it.
We move on now to question 8. It's the last
okay,
question
Sean?
of 2023.
I'm hanging in there.
Okay.
It's the last question of 2023. But before we begin, let's go over the scoreboard. In first place with 10 points, that would be Sean Wasson / Christina.
All right.
In second place with 9 points, we have Sabrina Ambra / Joshua.
Buddy.
And in third place with 2 points, we have Christopher Lane / Tommy Awesome.
2 points.
And we
Sorry, Tommy.
Anyone's game.
Anyone's game.
I'm going to try really hard on this last one. It's a capital, I know.
Yep. Question 8. What is the capital? C-Lane?
Canberra.
That is incorrect. What is the
Sean.
Sean?
It's the capital of Australia. I think he does this every year to mess with us. I forget it again, though. Oh, my God.
You're an idiot.
And if I don't get this right, then she's going to get it and I lose. Or a tie.
Right.
Adelaide? That's incorrect.
Oh, my God! The entire question. Thank you.
What is the capital of Missouri? C-Lane punked you.
Sabrina? That is one of my favorite capitals in the whole United States. Jefferson City.
That is correct.
Woo!
Nicely done.
Sean, I said the capital of Australia.
Oh. Which makes it even worse.
Which is Canberra. Sabrina, out of 8 answers, how many do you think said Jefferson City?
4.
4.
5.
5 for Sean.
8.
And 8 for C-Lane. Question 8 with answers of 4, 5, and 8. Who knows their Missouri? What is the capital of Missouri?
I'm going to say St. Louis. I feel like it's not it.
Jefferson City.
Missoula?
Jefferson City. Kansas City.
It's not Branson, is it?
Jefferson City.
I have no idea. I'm so stupid right now.
That would be 3. So Sabrina, with your guess of 4, picking up 1 point, and we end the day thusly in first place with 11 points. Sabrina Ambra / Joshua.
Yeah.
In second place with 10 points, Sean Watson / Christina. I think Christina should get a magnet too. That's just
yes.
me.
Christina emailed me too. There's no way she knew Baldur is goddamn gay. I'm not buying it for a second. Not a shot.
3.
And in third place with 2 points, Christopher Lane / Tommy Austin.
Really, that's the bet on that one.
Yeah.
You know what? All 3 of you email me. I'll get you all one of the magnets. So everybody gets one for the final Fritz on the
That's
Street.
very sweet, Sean. That means in first place and winning the Fritz on the Street 2023 trophy with 398 points, 2 points shy of 400. C-Lane, Christopher Lane in second place with 382 points, Sean Watson. And in third place with 372 points, Sabrina Ambra. And that
every single one of them.
No,
fireworks.
I didn't do any balloons.
Good God.
He's got a 6-pack back there, too.
All right. Thank you, Fritz, as always. Folks, while we're off, make sure you're going to hang out with Fritz for his trivia nights on Tuesdays at Cavo's. It's a blast, and you can be part of Fritz on the Street next year when it returns. And
I'm winning
also,
next year. I'll be
follow
damned.
Fritz on Instagram. It's no_regrets_coyote on Instagram. Fritz, you going to hang out with us for a bit?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
It's my day off, son.
Let's do it. Here we go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got to get to the reason why poison centers have just seen a 1,500% increase in calls. What's happening? Wait till you hear this. That plus your dispatch is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
On the next Jim Colbert Show, win them before you can buy them. Def Leppard and Journey. That's right, the 2024 Stadium Tour with special guest Cheap Trick. 3 legendary bands coming to Camping World Stadium July 10th. Tickets go on sale Friday at 10 a.m., but you can win them on our next show.
The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Just some typical slowdowns on I-4, especially eastbound around the theme parks and celebration area. Once you get past there, and the 528 area through downtown looking good. 528 to the Space Coast is in good shape, as well as 192 going to Melbourne. 417 northbound splitting off I-4 looks good past 528. No problems there as well. See traffic troubles? Call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss Lowe's 25 Days of Deals. Get up to 30% off, plus save up to an extra $750 on select major appliances. Valid through 12/13. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply while supplies last. Selection varies by location. See Lowe's.com for details.
We all know the process of shopping for a mortgage can be complicated and confusing and frustrating and all of those things that make you not want to do it, but it's none of those things when you work with that mortgage guy, Don, from thatmortgageguyDon.com. That mortgage guy, Don, is a mortgage broker, and mortgage brokers are better because they do all their loans through national wholesale lenders. It's still going to be your standard FHA, VA, or conventional loan, but mortgage brokers have access to dozens of wholesale banks that are competing for your business. And wholesale banks only loan through mortgage brokers like that mortgage guy, Don. You get a better deal on any home loan when you work with a broker, but you get the satisfaction of simplicity and honesty when you work with that mortgage guy, Don. If you want to see a difference, go to the website right now at mortgageguydon.com. Apply now and get a quote or get a free analysis of your existing quote. Plain and simple. No spam, no hassle, just peace of mind.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgageguydon.com.
Melissa Etheridge, I'm Not Broken Tour. April 11th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa. For tickets, go to Ticketmaster.com or HardRockTampa.com. Melissa Etheridge in concert. I'm Not Broken Tour. Seminole Hard Rock, Tampa.
Hey, Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Unleash your creativity with the brand new Hype app. That's HYPH. Hype empowers you to create music effortlessly. Sharing your songs with friends on social media. Create your song with a few swipes. You'll never believe how easy and fun it is to make music. Listen to Johnny's House weekday mornings on XL for your Hype to air on the radio. The best Hype wins $5,000. Download the new Hype app now at XL1067.com or go to Instagram at XL1067.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here from my friends over at Rebath. You know, any company that has great products and great services does not need high-pressure sales pitches, and Rebath does that. No high-pressure sales tactics. You will never be in a must-buy right now situation with Rebath. And there's no pricing games either, like other companies that start super high, then drop the price in half immediately if you buy today. It doesn't work like that with Rebath of Orlando. Still the only company that does full, complete bathroom remodeling, top to bottom, and they do it right the first time. Always stay in tune with their website for brand new designs. That's RebathMidFLA.com. In all my years of endorsing this company, I've never had a complaint. And there's a reason the big box stores choose Rebath for their bathroom remodeling business. This is a national brand that stands behind what they say and what they do. Rebath of Mid-Florida's reputation is so good, there are companies mimicking what they do and claiming to be with them. That's not true. Do your research and ask questions. Don't be fooled by imposters. Get with Rebath of Mid-Florida. Showroom 436 in Altamont, right across from Kobe. Hop online and check out the before and afters at RebathMidFLA.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
The free iHeartRadio app is your home for the holidays. Open the app and click on the holiday banner or search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus stations playing all kinds of holiday music, Christmas classics, Christmas jazz, country, R&B, tons of playlists, even podcasts. Our gift to you, the perfect holiday soundtrack. Join the millions of listeners on the iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had.
Greatest loophole ever. Because there's one way.
Is it that Catholic girl one? Is it better than that one?
It's different.
C-Lane.
It's different than that one. I knew some people who believed that Catholic schoolgirl workaround.
Now they wear diapers.
And this is different because this is a hack, a workaround to be able to curse on television at will and as much as you'd like.
Will it work for radio?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it would work for us. But on News Nation last night, this is the channel that had the most recent debate between the Republican folks up there. And they had on a show called Cuomo. Chris Cuomo has been exiled over to News Nation. He used to be on CNN. He got in trouble with some stuff with his brother, I guess, the governor, former governor in New York. So he has on this woman.
Is News Nation, where does it lean?
They're trying to be in the center. That's like their whole goal. They go, well, you got MSNBC way out on the left, you got Fox News way out on the right, and we are going to shoot you straight. And that's what we're going to give you. And nobody watches. The people want to be propagandized, too. They want to receive the stuff that they already believe. But this woman is a social media star who Cuomo had on his show. She also happens to have Tourette's. And C-Lane had to painstakingly go through and censor this because this woman in the middle of this interview, I want to say if she's revving this Tourette's up a little bit for the show.
You can't rev Tourette's, dude.
Oh, yeah, you can.
You can fake it completely, but if you have Tourette's, you don't rev it up. It's Tourette's or not.
There's only a small percentage of people who actually have Tourette's.
Vocal Tourette's.
You have vocal Tourette's, yeah. Most of them, it's a facial tic or other small things, and they just get used to it, and they muscle through and stuff. But this woman very much has a verbal tic that she does.
Do you think it's because she's nervous?
Probably makes it worse. Yeah. Yeah, I would think if you had Tourette's, everything that added more stress to your life made it worse, probably. That would just be my guess. But here she is on Cuomo's show.
Much for coming on. And what do you hope you can do by taking the
I follow her on TikTok, yeah. I absolutely do. And I feel like she has the for realsies Tourette's.
Do you want to apologize to her now?
What?
No.
That's not me. I thought that was for real Tourette's.
No, there's one on Twitch, too. And the girl who has Tourette's on Twitch who hosted the streaming awards one time, when she was doing the hosting, it was like some of it was too comically perfect. Yeah. And so I was questioning it because Tourette's would not be comically perfect. Tourette's is generally, it could be accidentally funny, and it could be like just so happens that somebody says something at the right time, but not like perfect funny things every time you have a Tourette's episode.
Unless that's the loophole of being the funniest person ever in the room, at least.
Well, this lady.
Tourette's. Now, with her, I believe that she is on his show because she became very popular on TikTok.
Yeah.
Talks about her Tourette syndrome. And then there was a video she posted not too long ago where she was like, I got to take a break. Like, I've been to a point with my life where I am very stressed, and something must have happened in public with her.
Oh, yeah.
Where her Tourette syndrome was not that funny. And then so it was a very emotional video. It broke your heart, especially if you had followed her for a while. So I imagine this is why she's on his show.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I've told this story a long time ago, but for those of you who haven't heard it, I knew some guys who went through firefighter school, and they were a ways into firefighter school, and somebody new got to the class, I guess, and they made friends with him quickly, and he had this verbal Tourette's, and he had the kind of verbal Tourette's where he would think of the thing he wanted to say the least in the moment, right? You would think of what's the most offensive thing? Oh my God, I don't want, whatever I do, I don't want to say this.
Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife. Don't say doing your wife.
Doing your wife, right? Like, and that's what he would be.
Doing your son.
And he would talk to all these guys. He was so scared because there was two black dudes in the firefighter school, and he was so scared that he was going to say the N-word and then not kind of be able to explain it. So they brought him up in front of the class, I guess, and said, like, look, you need to know he has Tourette's. He has no control over his utterances. Just so you know, he's not being a jerk. And if he says anything offensive, it's not because he's trying to be mean. It's like, okay, good. There's that out of the way.
There's one guy I follow too, Uncle, God, what is it? Uncle Tourette's? Uncle Tour, something like that. He's over in Australia, I believe. Mm-hmm. And he does these.
Whoa. Was he born there?
I don't know why.
Oh.
Because born in Australia, got the Tourette's now.
Wow, full circle.
That's an oldie but a goldie.
But he would have these videos like where his sister just had a baby, and he's like, "All right, I'm Uncle whatever, and I'm here to hold this baby." And it's the funniest thing because he's like, "Get this baby out of my hands! I'm about to throw it." And as soon as the baby is taken, he just goes, "Ah!" Like everything he was holding to not toss that baby across the room.
You know, there's people who actually have physical Tourette's where it's very rare, where they hit other people.
Oh, yeah.
It's very, very rare. But that does happen sometimes where somebody will, like, physically lash out and hit other people around them. So let's get to this interview. Here she is.
That you take so people can understand what you're dealing with.
She's doing, like,
I'm sorry,
do
you mind repeating the question?
What do you want people to learn?
I want people to learn that Tourette's is a neurological involuntary motor and vocal disorder. Fuck off.
3 in a row. All right, I'm believing her, and there's only one main reason why. When you have Tourette's, somebody who fakes it, you can't fake the facial contortions that happen to a person. Yeah. When you're really, really actually having Tourette's and having an outburst, because it's just unnatural movements. And so I believe that, or she just studied a lot of this. It looks like she really does have Tourette syndrome.
24/7, and there's a lot of little baby weenies off. You, Chris. There's a lot of things that people don't understand. Like,
oh, he's trying not to laugh.
Look at him smiling.
This is great.
He's muscling right through. And, you know, this does two things, okay? One, it spotlights people with Tourette's, and you got to feel for them. It's tough. That's exhausting. And it's interesting to look into their life and to be able to have some empathy for people who are living life like that, for her to be able to represent other people who have Tourette's out there in the world. But number two, it's funny. Like, you could try to pretend it's not funny. I don't even think people with Tourette's would want you to pretend it's not funny when it is sometimes.
And I do appreciate, like, you know, there's with social media, a bunch of people who have been able to use that to, I don't know, highlight's a weird word, but in the sense of, sure, there's a lot of people looking at her profile thinking that they would never be able to be out in public or have friends or anything like that. And it's like, no, there is some levity to it. And you're not the only one.
One of the biggest changes that we've seen that nobody talks about, and I think this is a change for the good, and I think it's kind of interesting. It used to be for hundreds and hundreds, well, probably forever in a day. But even more recently, during the dawn of television and print media and stuff, sex sells, right? Get pretty faces out there, sexy people sells things. The attractive people float through life with privilege, and they make more money than ugly people and all this. Now, with TikTok and all these platforms like YouTube, it's anything. You don't have to just be the hot person. If you have, like, an interesting thing about you, you can go viral because of it, and you can monetize it. And she absolutely should be, right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Whoa.
I think it's 100% good.
Dorothy Avon on Twitch says that his girlfriend has, like, a mild tick, but when she hears other people's ticks, hers, like, ramp up. So that, like, different people with Tourette's, when they're ticking up, they can, like, make other people's kind of accelerate.
Like when a baby cries? And
So it seems like
someone yawns.
If you were in, exactly like yawning, Fritz, and if you were in, like, some sort of Tourette's convention, things could get real interesting real fast.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it would be like a death spiral, for God's sake. That would be tough.
I don't think they're all going to die, but,
hopefully not. All right, we got more of that. We'll get into more of this interview and see what else is said and see what we can learn from this woman. And we got jury duty on the way, plus the reason those poison centers have seen a 1,500% increase in calls. What's going on? That's all coming up next on the News Junkie.
X marks the spot at Real Radio 104.1 on X.
Yeah, no one calls it that.
Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
This is three-time Pro Bowler LeVar Arrington. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Macy's Backstage.
Longtime Patriots coach Bill Belichick is reportedly out at the end of the season. Owner Robert Kraft made that decision back in November. Buccaneers quarterback Baker Mayfield told Pro Football Talk that he'd like to stay after this season, but the task at hand is preparing for Sunday in Green Bay. And Florida Attorney General Ashley Moody is investigating whether there was any anti-competitive conduct in Florida State's snub from the college football playoff. I'm Scott Davidson.
What will you find at Macy's Backstage? How about the perfect holiday gifts, just $25 and under, like matching family PJs, fragrance sets, toys, and more. Find the latest trends, new arrivals, and great prices at a Macy's Backstage store near you.
Oh, I think we're lost again.
Wait, what does that sign over there say?
Caution, wildlife crossing?
No, next to it.
If you're 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60. Ouch. I didn't know that.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Hey, everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging FLA. The holidays are here. Thanksgiving and Christmas are among us, and don't you want to be around for as many of those as you can possibly be around for? Of course you do, and that's why Life Imaging FLA is so important. You know, with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan, you can really find out what's happening in your body and head off those diseases at the pass. That's right. Get that scan, take it to your primary care doctor, and then build that long-term health care plan that you've been waiting to build. And remember, these are some pretty treacherous times of year for cardiac death. Believe it or not, Christmas Day is the #1 day, and the day after is #2. New Year's Day, that's #3. You get the idea. Make sure you have the information to take care of those issues in your body now. And with Life Imaging FLA and their free heart scan, just a few minimum requirements, by the way. It is a $699 value. You can know. Just pick up your cell phone and dial pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250. Say the keyword free heart scan. You will be connected in seconds. Make that call today. Make this the day you take control of your long-term health care. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Hey, you want to get a Big Green Egg? The best place to go by far is Wassie's Meat Market. They will deliver and set up the Big Green Egg for you, and they make it so easy. Follow them on Instagram. It's Wassie's Meat Market, or just go to their website, wassiesmeatmarket.com, to get your Big Green Egg today.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand-name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy, but more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies. including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens. And it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, save over $40 on a Werner 6-foot step ladder. Was $115, now just $69.98. Lowe's knows savings, Lowe's knows pros. Valid 12/7 through 12/13 on item number 98-148 while supplies last.
Smart speakers can't stop you from saying stupid stuff when you're coming out of anesthesia. When I grow up, I want to be a puppy. But they can play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. All you got to do is ask.
Real Radio 104.1. The game of magnets, taking over the world one terrible person at a time.
Tourette's interview. I did see for the first time ever, I believe, Netflix has released like actual numbers about the top streaming stuff on their service.
Yeah, I saw that. And the number one thing, I don't know what it is, never have seen it.
I saw it a little bit, but I was incredibly surprised that The Night Agent was the number one thing.
Ooh, I like
that was a great show.
It got 812 million hours of viewing. So a lot of people were tuning into that, and they've never released like the raw data like this.
But like, I always take that with a grain of salt because it's like you just take their word for it versus you know what we do on television. It's like other companies, or you know, what do they consider Nielsen? Is that a company or is that?
Yeah, it's an audience measurement company.
Yeah, like it's them that are giving that data to everybody else, but then we're like, Netflix, let's see if they're telling us the truth or not. And
yeah, I mean, I don't know. They would have some ways to benefit off of this, but there was stuff on it that was surprising enough to me that I buy it. I think it's probably real. But The Night Agent, if you would have told me, what's the number one thing on Netflix for this year, Sean, I would not have guessed that. Then they said Ginny and Georgia season 2 was second at 665
Fritz, you're
million.
a big Ginny and Georgia fan?
No, I just know about it.
Oh,
I mean,
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I think I saw
I've
an
heard
episode.
Of it.
Yeah, I never even heard of that one. Then the Korean drama The Glory at 622 million hours was in third place. Wednesday, as in like Wednesday Addams, was fourth at 507 million hours of viewing. Despite the fact that was released in November of 2022, it still was on the chart with that many. They said 55% of the viewing on Netflix was for originals and 45% was for licensed shows and films. Still blown away by the fact that the show Suits was the big winner. For
mostly because of Sealane's house.
Sealane is responsible for a lot of these 599 million hours.
We were bandwagoners because it was everybody was talking about. They're like, we've never seen this show. Why is it the number one thing streamed? We started watching it. We liked it.
Yeah.
Speaking of streaming stuff, Fritz, my wife and I watched that Mother God thing.
It's great.
Oh, my gosh.
Dude, it's so uncomfortable, is it not?
These people.
You didn't stop with it. Sean, you got to get on it, man.
I have rewatched that probably 3 times because I keep going, incredible. I just keep watching it going, fascinating.
So many moments where I turned both me and my girlfriend looked at each other like, what?
Dude.
The F.
Dude.
And
I got to see this.
And I can totally see Sean drinking that silver stuff.
Well, it's on
50 years from now.
It's on a lot of people's like top 10 list too.
Wait. Let's not go past that. What is the silver stuff, and why am I drinking it?
Colloidal silver. Have you heard of it?
Is that the stuff that the guy drank when he became blue?
Yeah. Yep. I can see you doing that for sure.
Yeah. Why?
Just something about it. Like, it would be years from now when you start to lose your mind a little bit. But
I'm already losing my mind.
We all have to we're all going to be like, are you sure about this? But you're going to be so, stubborn. And then before we know it, you're going to have a couple more live streams where you're just fully blue.
What's amazing is that they they go, oh, yeah, it's going to turn you blue. It's going to turn you blue. No, it doesn't. That one guy, he mixed it wrong. And then guess what?
Blue AF.
That bitch
Smurf.
turns blue.
Oh, that's funny.
And you know what's
Bright
so
blue.
wild about it, too, is that it's very interesting with this documentary because the way it comes off, you assume that the people that they are interviewing, which seems to be most recent interviews, like they're going to tell you, this is where I was and this is what it ended up being. But for the majority of the people they interviewed, they were still all about it.
The first couple episodes, they're like every 10 to 15 minutes, somebody in one of the like confessional style interviews says something where me and Ashley just looked at each other like, what the hell
This will take a toll.
are these people thinking?
Yeah, they'll obviously, be grounded at any point during this because we're seeing crazy stuff. And then, no, they're all still thriving in their crazy little world.
Delusions.
What's it called again?
Love Has Won, The Cult of Mother God. I'm so glad that you guys watched it. Like, seriously, it makes me so happy because I want to talk about
Made
it.
me scared
ad
and
nauseum.
sad, but it was great.
I've seen so many good things and heard you guys obviously saying good things about this. I'll definitely check it out during the break for sure.
It's really frightening, dude. You're going to be like, oh, you're going to get the squirms.
Yeah, I also saw that in this Netflix report, they said this is like the sad side of things. And they said more than 20% of the titles on Netflix's list, a total of 3,813 titles, had very little to no viewing.
Oh.
Like, you could have had a show on Netflix and nobody watched it.
Did they list them?
They said they had to round these to 100,000 hours, but they would fall between 50,000 and 149,000. It doesn't list what they are.
Yeah, because that would be bully.
Yeah, maybe it's too far. But yeah, there was a bunch of shows that like nobody was watching.
Started watching a new one on Netflix called School Spirit. Which I think is also very fun. It might be up more Courtney's alley, but it's I think that's going to be the next big hit, especially for the holiday break.
What's
Nothing
it
to do
about?
with holidays. Girl dies at school. Her spirit, quote unquote, is stuck in the school along with other dead people, but trying to figure out her murder.
Oh my God. For the first half of that, I thought you were talking about another documentary series.
Oh, no. This one's scripted. This one's scripted.
Once you got to the dead part and the ghosts, and I was like, oh, okay. All right. This is something different that we're talking about.
I think we might have watched that one.
I thought I've been watching it. And then the first episode, I kind of fell asleep, had a vivid dream about me being back in high school.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not at all.
Terrifying.
Then I drank silver when I woke up.
Real quick, before we get to jury duty, they said poison centers have seen a 1,500% increase in calls related to some of these injected weight loss drugs as people are accidentally overdosing on them, whether it be Ozempic or Wegovy or all these different competitors that they have out there now. Some had to be hospitalized for severe nausea, vomiting, and stomach pain. Their cases seem to have been resolved after they were given intravenous fluids and medications to control the nausea, but there was a 1,500% increase in calls about that. All right, here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only, Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's all sorts of attorneys out there, but do they actually care about your case? A lot of them, believe it or not, the answer is no. Half of them don't even really want to be attorneys. They got other things in mind. But Moses wants to hear your story and fight for you in the courtroom against these insurance companies. And he doesn't want to settle fast. He wants to make sure you get what you deserve. 866-CALL-MO or go to justcallmo.com. A big L and a rare one for Mr. Beast, the YouTube star. They have told him in a court of law in Jacksonville, Florida, of all places, he can no longer use D's Nuts to sell his candy bars. The battle is over. It says, in August, D's Nuts, which is D-E-E''S, D's Nuts.
Oh, a little bit different. How clever.
Woman named D who has some nuts. A company based in Duval County that sells millions of dollars of gourmet-flavored peanuts and apparel every year. They filed a civil lawsuit against Feastables, which is backed by Mr. Beast, a.k.a. Jimmy Donaldson. They allege trademark infringement After years of division, this is a different thing. Donaldson, better known to his millions of followers as Mr. Beast, owns a line of products that includes a D's Nuts peanut butter and milk chocolate flavored bar.
It was all right.
It wasn't that great?
It was fine.
Yeah, you ate D's Nuts?
Yeah.
You know what I noticed? I noticed it was everywhere, and they were at 7-Eleven, like surrounding the counter, and there were huge sections of these stores, and then it seems like that came and went. I don't see as many anymore.
Just like D's.
Maybe they said there's just not as much of a demand for this as we thought there was going to be. Or it could just be that it's successful and the people are buying all of them.
I think Mr. Beast needs to just chill out.
He's doing too much?
I'm tired of him.
We have to hear about all the stuff that he's doing. And then he gets this failure, the big L, because he can't sell his stuff at 7-Eleven. But he's like, but we had water at this third world country, and I made 6 figures off of that YouTube video, but we're still helping other people. It's just like, take a chill pill, my guy.
Shut up, dude.
How can you guys hate Mr. Beast? This is a weird thing to hate Mr. Beast.
It's like gun to my head, lineup of people couldn't point out what he looked like.
Oh, really?
He looks just like the guy from Schitt's Creek.
He does a little bit. Yeah,
Alexa's boyfriend?
Yeah. He looks a little bit like
the
him.
vet.
Yeah, the vet.
So my thing about that is I think with the video you're talking about where Mr. Beast went and drilled all these water wells in Africa, I believe they said all the money from that video was going to build more wells, so he's like donating it to a charity.
I'm cool with him. It's just like it's like, okay, just get out of town for a little bit,
I think if you're getting that much attention, which because he's like #1 YouTuber, he gets so much attention, then obviously you're going to get pushback. But I love this like class of people or just brand of person where they're getting pissed off because Mr. Beast dug water wells in Africa, and you go, well, hang on a second. I saw so much of this on Twitter. People were like, how could he do this? He's just doing this for class. And I go, what have you done?
Right.
All these people who are so against, like, if he does something good. I'm more against if he does something.
You're not putting us in this class, are you?
No, I'm not talking about you guys. I'm talking about people on Twitter who'd be like, he's a piece of ass. He's a terrible person. He's going to take advantage of these people in Africa. It's like, maybe he is doing some of those things. But I figure you should be doing something on your own before you come down with a criticism like that.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I wasn't suggesting you two were doing that. I think you guys are just more.
I think you are. I think you guys hate him. Hate the Beast.
And we won't find out what class we're in until next break. Next segment.
Oh, wait, we're behind. I think you guys are both in the category probably of this guy gets way too much attention.
Yes.
It's like every little thing. Okay, another Mr. Beast story.
Yeah.
And that is without a doubt true because he's in the news every day for stuff that really doesn't make a lot of sense.
I mean, he's obviously making the world a better place, so who am I to judge?
Hey, he's making YouTube a better place, right? Oh, my God. Right. You got all those Mr. Beast videos. Some of them are terrible, though. And I think he faked this one where he said he was buried for a week. I think he faked that. You can't not poop for a week. Is that possible humanly to not poop for a week?
It's not good for you, I'll tell you that much. Remember the girl from Bachelor in Paradise almost got kicked out because she didn't poop for 9 days.
They had medical professionals there worried about that. They thought this woman was going to die. Right? They had to, snake it out or something, right?
Yeah, snake it out. It's a great way to put it. Radio safe.
I don't know how they do what the words are that they use for this. I don't know how they do it.
I was surprised they didn't try to, enema that girl.
Yeah, I guess they could have, but missed opportunity. Hey, folks. Quick break. We'll be back with more poop snake stuff.
Mr. Beast.
We got to get to this robot
thing. We ran late for this.
You could tell the year is winding down, can you not?
Oh, it is.
All right. So we'll get to the robot thing that I teased earlier. And also, I want to ask everybody a question. I'm very interested to see the answers of this. And I honestly don't know for a lot of people. So we'll see what goes down with this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
It's a Real Radio sports special this Sunday when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers travel to Green Bay to face the Packers. Coverage starts at noon on Real Radio 104.1.
Pretty big crash now in the Lake Mary area, I-4 westbound after Lake Mary Boulevard around the rest area. with crash blocking 2 right lanes, left lane barely getting through, several fire department apparatus on scene, and also blocking traffic on the opposite side of I-4 with the rubbernecking going on. Also a crash blocking the right lane, Maitland Boulevard eastbound at Maitland Avenue. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC's $5 Famous Bowl. Gift yourself something extra tasty this holiday season. Packed with creamy mashed potatoes, crispy chicken, corn, cheese, and gravy, all for just $5. It's finger-licking good. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people. And it has to be on time.
Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's white shirts?
You getting this?
Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30. Make sure there's plenty of spoons, tomatoes, and potatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
It's the best of the best year-end event at Sutherland Nissan Orlando. This year's best inventory at our best deals.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Need your carpets and tile looking great without sticky, soapy, chemical residue left behind? Zero Res will clean your carpets the right way for only $49 per room and will give you 25% off tile and grout cleaning. Google OrlandoZeroRes.com. Zero Res, spelled forwards or backwards, it's the right way to clean.
Extra cash? Coming right up. Happy Money is letting you in on a happier way to elevate your savings with an incredible certificate offered by Alliant Credit Union. Smart, bold, and straightforward. Alliant offers a 12-month certificate with 5.25 APY annual percentage yield with a low minimum deposit of $1,000. Funds are insured up to $250,000. Best of all, anyone can apply to join. Elevate your savings today. Visit happymoney.com/Alliant. That's ALLIANT. The APY is accurate as of the 11/1/2023 dividend declaration date. Early withdrawal penalties do apply. Fees may reduce earnings on the account. Any monthly withdrawals or transfers reduce earnings.
Hard Rock Bet presents Legal in Florida.
You can bet the game on Hard Rock Bet. No more betting inside your head. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Now Hard Rock Bet is legal in Florida. Legal in Florida. It's safe, it's legal. We'll repeat that it is legal. Top rated sportsbook and it's the only one that's legal.
Get a no-regret first bet up to $100 when you sign up now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 and over and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
It's hot. We all know that. Have you noticed your power bill is skyrocketing? The current cost of energy is the highest it's ever been, and it's probably going to just keep getting higher. Solar Source can change that for you. I recently took the plunge with Solar Source with my pool heater, and man, it's been a game changer. I love working with Solar Source. Solar Source has nearly 40 years in the business. They bring the power of the sun to over 6,000 Central Florida homes since 1984. Mine and my mom's and my sister's included. Solar Source makes it easy with a free estimate. Monster listeners, they have an online tool that lets you get your own solar estimate in just 30 seconds. No pressure, no salesman, just the facts. You can harness your own power and stop wasting thousands of dollars every year renting your electricity at higher and higher prices. Visit solarsource.com/monsters and see how easy it is to get your instant hassle-free quote. Solar Source, the most trusted name in solar. solarsource.com/monsters.
Making it to Wednesday is a win in itself. And to celebrate, Duncan Rewards members get a free donut with drink purchase every Wednesday, now through December. Limit one classic donut per member per Wednesday. Terms and exclusions may apply. Participation may vary. Offer ends 12/27/2023.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right. Get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
At EazyCater, we know ordering food for work isn't as easy as it seems.
Lunch meeting is set for Wednesday.
We need food for 27 people. And it has to be on time. Client is coming.
He's vegan.
Messy eater.
Where's white shirts?
You getting this? Okay, what do we need?
Gluten-free.
No
more sandwiches.
Make sure there's enough.
Make sure the food is hot.
Client has a hard stop at 12:30.
Make sure there's plenty of fruit and tomatoes.
Lunch meeting? Just use EazyCater. Food for work delivered on time as ordered with a huge variety. 100,000 restaurants, one platform. Order 24/7 at EazyCater.com.
My dad has a cold, but also has high blood pressure. That's why I got him Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure for max strength daytime relief. Unlike some ordinary cold medicines, it's specially formulated for people like my dad. DayQuil High Blood Pressure is sugar-free, alcohol-free, and decongestant-free.
Vicks DayQuil High Blood Pressure. The daytime, non-drowsy, coughing, aching, fever, sore throat, cold, and flu for people with high blood pressure.
Like my dad.
Medicine. Use as directed.
Sick of paying $100 for groceries and getting nothing but eggs, orange juice, and a paper bag? Then download the Drop app. Drop lets you earn points with your everyday shopping and redeem them for gift cards. Want a free dinner with those groceries? Drop it. How about daily lattes? Drop it. So download Drop today and get $5 just for signing up. Use invite code GetDrop777. That's invite code GetDrop777.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. They're best friends. Unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the...
radicalized on in the last couple of years, it's HOAs. And I'm at the death to HOAs phase of that hate. And it's because of a couple of different reasons. But I tell you, if I was elected president of the United States of America,
what would you do?
First thing I would do, Fritz, is say, if there was a vote and there was more than 60% of the people voting to abolish the HOA in their neighborhood, it should immediately be abolished and should be something that goes away with all the things that encompass it. Because I think HOAs are not just horrific because they're pesky, like the fake doorbell video from earlier, not because they say, oh, your lawn needs to be mowed like this. None of these things.
Make a bunch of money. That goes where?
That is the problem, okay? And I've seen this. It's radicalized me so much seeing this happen in places like San Francisco. Let me give you an example, all right? There's a house on the market right now. I guess it just sold or it's currently listed. It's been on the market for 219 days. All right, I'm looking at it here in front of me, and it's a very small place. It's a studio apartment in San Francisco, and it's 623 square feet, all right? It was purchased in 2018 for $1.4 million. So a studio apartment, $1.4 million in San Francisco. It's currently listed for under $1 million at $950,000 because San Francisco's market is cratering right now. But this is why these HOAs should be extinguished one by one by one. The HOA fee, if you bought this outright, if you paid just short of $1 million to buy this studio apartment in San Francisco, the HOA fee is $2,882 per month. If you owned it, if you owned it outright, every month you would have to pay almost $3,000 to a homeowners association.
$34,000 a year.
That's criminal. This is criminal.
That goes where?
It's a shoebox apartment.
Who's getting that money? I
The
just
building.
I don't understand. Like, that just seems like such a scam.
I don't get activated by much, but if they said that they were going to have an HOA in my neighborhood, I would rise up like a phoenix and squash the bugs that were trying to attempt that. I would never want to be in this situation.
Unless everyone else is part of that, Sean, then you were just going to be by yourself. I think that's
why I said if I was president day one, I would say if I was going to say a majority, but I would say if 60% plus of people voted in any neighborhood with any HOA in any city, in any county, in any state in this country, if they voted to abolish it and dissolve the HOA, it should be just like that, dissolved and abolished. You want to make another one? You want to start over? You need to have popularity if you're an HOA. That is not true now. Name a popular HOA other than some on the fringe, right? Almost every time you hear an HOA mentioned, it's in negative light, because they're doing stuff like this. If I buy a house for $1 million and in perpetuity, I have to pay $2,882, I ask you, do I own a house? Because I would posit that I don't. If I own something that I have to pay $3,000 a month to keep it, otherwise you're going to do what? You're going to put a lien against my house, and then you're going to sell the house to get your money back?
And they have that power, which is insane.
It should be rescinded immediately. These kind of stories show me, like, why is somebody going to buy a house in a neighborhood if they don't have the end of the rainbow scenario that everybody wants? I want this. I want the end of the rainbow scenario where your house is fully paid off. I hope to do that as fast as I possibly can. And then what do I have? I have property taxes. Of course, property taxes are fine as long as they're reasonable. Pay for the schools, you pay for the roads, you pay for the stoplights. All of these things are fine by me. But there is no reason in hell that an HOA should be taxing, because that's what this is, taxing people almost $3,000 a month who own a house in their garbage building.
Exactly.
Think about all the times you're being had here. If you live in San Francisco, when you get your check, the federal government says, gimme, gimme, and takes a bunch of money. When you get your check after that, the state says, gimme, gimme, and they take a bunch of your money. When you take that check, your county is going to then take more money from you. You're going to have property taxes. You're going to have sales taxes. You're going to have gas taxes in San Francisco that are unbelievable. You're going to have vice taxes and all the rest. And then at the end of all that, when you got that little stub of your paycheck left, the HOA at your condominium says, guess what? We'd like $3,000 just for you to exist here in the place that you paid for. Hell no, it's over. That has got to be over with. We have to rescind the tentacles of these absolute monsters until all of them are regulated to the dustbin of history.
All right, do you mind if I play a devil's advocate?
Go for it.
All right, so for the communities that use HOA, so I had a house in Altamont, and it had like 17 streetlights in this one cul-de-sac. Who would the city then pay for it? Would the county? And would they up the taxes?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I think that if you have streetlights and stuff, I don't believe, I'm not positive, I don't believe that's handled by a homeowners association.
It was where I was.
Well, it depends on what kind of place you're in. Like where I am, that would be handled by the city, right? The city would take care of that. If you're in a neighborhood kind of like Sea Lanes, where it's like it's an area with all these houses, but it's like a gated, like a subdivision kind of thing. Sometimes
definitely not gated.
Well, you know what I mean. Like it's like an area where
we have armed guards is in front of ours. The HOA pays them very well.
It's an area where you have your own roads and like you put up your own stop signs and you do all of those things. You might have your own security and stuff. So that's where things get more difficult. The place you're talking about, was it houses, Fritz, or was it like a park?
Yep.
Houses in like a development area?
Yeah, it was like an unincorporated part of Seminole County. It was like a little cul-de-sac.
Well, the first thing is you would have to look at the HOA itself and you would see, is there any mechanism by which a majority could go after the HOA when they saw them to be out of control, either fiscally or otherwise? And if there is a mechanism like that, and the people do have the power to overwhelm the HOA and start anew, then that's fine, I think, right? I think that's fine. Sure. And I think that there are HOAs, like it sounds like your experience was like this. There are HOAs where you go, I pay like $50 a month as a fee. With that fee, it makes sure that I don't have a neighbor who's spray painting stuff on the side of their house. It makes the neighborhood safer, and like you could say, you could espouse on all the positive attributes to an HOA. That's fine, but we have these out of control places where they're screwing up the entire marketplace, and I think that is just bad. Now, though, I have a question for everybody. All right, I want to show you a graph here. Hang on, let me bring this graph up. I'll try to make it nice and big so everybody can see it on the stream. This is pretty astonishing to me. All right. This graph that I have in front of me, let's show the folks on the stream ceiling. It says how couples meet in the United States of America. And it makes sense. In 1980, there started to be a line for people who are meeting their significant others online. That picked up a little bit more in the 90s. What was
available in 1980?
Very early stuff.
Was it just like email? Like,
I don't know if CompuServe was around then.
BBS or something, maybe.
Yeah, bulletin boards where you like dial into somebody's computer network and you could message and you could do very specific things.
You've got mail.
It was at like 1 or 2% of how people met in the United States. In the 90s, it was about like 3 or 4%. In the 2000s, like a rocket ship, up through 20, 30, 40. Now it's 60% plus of how couples meet in the United States is online. That's their first interaction. That's
Who
the
made
way
this
that they meet each
graph,
other.
by the way? It's looks a little elementary.
Yeah, but you get the point, right?
Yeah.
Like couples that meet each other through friends plummeted. It used to be a third of couples were introduced by a friend. Through family, through work, through bars, through school, through neighbors, through college. All of these have plummeted to almost nothing, less than 10%, almost all of them. And online has skyrocketed. So to you, how did you meet your significant other? Was it online or was it through friends, work, bar, family, neighbors, college? Was it one of these other things? How do you match up in this graph, Sabrina?
Mine was, I guess, technically through friends.
Okay, so you're through friends. You can see how small of a percentage that has come down to.
Yeah, where's it? Yeah.
C-Lane, would you say friends or school, or what would you say with your wife?
It would...
Because you knew her. You knew your wife for a long time before.
Yeah, but it would be like friends or bar. It would be like a sort of a Venn diagram of the both.
Some kind of social event.
Yeah, what about you, Fritz?
Through work.
Through work,
yeah.
Okay. Work plummeting here.
And
you
yours?
just see
online.
Yeah. Online. Yeah. On Facebook, as a matter of fact.
25% of us met online.
Yep.
Interesting.
20. This is not in line with what we're seeing on this graph.
No.
But it attests to, I saw somebody doing this sort of in video form. I don't know what this is from, but I think this is supposed to kind of show you how much a lot of this has changed. This is a little ad, I think. Let's see. All right. So it's a guy at a diner.
It's very noisy at that diner.
And it's also filmed vertically.
That's annoying that they filmed it vertically.
Yeah, but that makes sense if it's online, right?
Yeah, right. So they show this old school diner, and this dude is sitting there. It's probably like the 60s or 50s or whatever. And he sees some girls at another table. And he goes up to the girls and he talks to her and basically says, can I get your number? And the girl gives him the check, right? And it says her number on it. So he went over and asked the girl for her number. That's how he met.
Does not happen nowadays.
Not anymore. No. And
if
watch
a guy came up while me and my friend are like eating dinner and at this noisy ass diner in the middle of the day, and he just says, "I want your number," like there was no interaction.
Right.
I think would be weirded out.
Well, I don't think people would have been weirded out as much back then.
No,
but I think things have just changed
this is
so
a
much.
flashback.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
this is supposed to be back in the day. Now, what they do here, and this is visual, so I'll explain it for everybody. Watch what they do to show you where things have gone in this dating world. So he's looking at the check with the girl's number on it, and it changes into a phone.
Oh, nice.
And now the modern dating experience is just staring endlessly at all of these photos and swiping left or right or left or right. And it shows you just how much things have changed. We appear to be anomalies on this for the most part.
Look at us.
That was a nicely done video, though.
Yeah, I mean, I think it gets the point through. And I wonder why. Like, I'm not surprised that online has shot up as a way for people to meet each other. That doesn't surprise me in the slightest. But what does surprise me is that there's a dwindling number of people who are meeting people that they date through their friends or through work or through a bar or college or neighbors. Why are those numbers dropping so much? That's the thing I think that it confuses me. Is it because it's so easy and just absolutely ever present that you go on an app and you meet somebody to date, or is something else happening? Because to me, that's kind of wild. All right, you want to see this robot? Let's check this robot out. I talked about it for a while.
It's a better business. Thank you.
Elon Musk has announced some robot that they have. All right, here's this thing. Bumblebee, September 2022. It's kind of like gutted at that point. Optimus Gen 1, March 2023. I think a human who has to poop.
Yeah, it looks like it's got a load in its diaper.
The hands are great, but it's like, I need to use a bathroom immediately.
It's trying not to make more of a mess.
This is not as impressive to me as the Boston robot or Boston Dynamics robot.
Yeah, if it does a backflip, then we're like, okay, all right, dial it down.
I don't think this thing could do that. All right, let's go over to you and your dispatches as the robots get better and more frightening. And all the other things we see just accelerating at an insane pace. Here's Indica Soul with a dispatch about how they met their partner. Uh-oh, hang on, I got to get this. It's just coming in right now.
And there's Indica Soul.
As promised, Indica Soul.
C-Lane, Sean, Sabrina, Fritz.
Hey!
How did I meet the person I was with? At a bar. Just struck up a conversation, talking about random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, bingity bangity boogity bing, and a bunch of torment between each other and hurting each other.
Oh.
Yeah, wonderful.
We really brought out the bad side.
Holidays.
Oh, God, that was a dark story at the end there. I think less people are just talking to other human beings. I think we're all so worried about all the things we may disagree about that people don't engage as much. And I'm as guilty of this as anybody else. More so from my position because I'm not a small talk guy. So if Courtney and I are somewhere and somebody's like, hey, how you guys doing? I'm like, oh, we got to talk her on our hands.
Here we go.
What
do you want, a magnet or something?
What do we got to say to you to get you out of here? And then I think, well, this guy might be really nice. It's like the guy I told you I met the other day after going to watch a movie. And we went to that Italia place or whatever it's called. And the guy next to me was mega effeminate gay dude who was the funniest person I have met in such a long time. And Courtney kept looking over and she's like, he's really drunk. Is he bothering you a lot? And I'm like, I'm getting a kick out of this guy right now. Like, this guy is a show for me. He was so funny. But I got to do that more. Maybe I'll get better at it too. Maybe not. All right, let's do one more. Here is I'm a PC.
Sean for President 2028. Destroy the HOA.
I don't think it's going to happen, sir.
Okay, I've been saying that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no,
I'm glad you're on board now.
What about Sean running for president?
No.
Yeah, she's been saying that. She wants it bad. She would like me to be the president.
I would, because boy, will I have a great podcast.
What's the podcast?
It will be like, you guys voted for him?
It's going to be called Not My President.
Probably.
You know, I really do, though, love this new idea that Sean has come up with.
Yeah, me too.
For a death to HOAs. This it's not something we were really anti-HOA before on the show, but this new Sean thing.
Brand new. Yeah.
That's just a great idea. It's a great idea for sure, and I'm all about it, and I wish you would make up more great ideas like that.
I do all the time. If you sit back and just watch with wonder and amazement what I create here each day, you'll pick up at least 2-3 of those tidbits a day.
Okay. I will try for 2024 to pay attention more.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
He also told me next year he wants to focus on Beyonce a little bit because that's been
now we're talking.
That's been an overlooked part of the show.
No, we're
and
talking.
now that Taylor Swift is Time Person of the Year, he's going to focus more on Tay.
I'm learning a bit. I'm trying to go through her Wikipedia entry first to start with my Beyonce knowledge.
Swifty wasn't.
We'll go from there. I'm not a Swiftie, but I do appreciate Taylor Swift. I do think she's talented.
Happy birthday.
But, it's her birthday today?
You better believe it.
How old is she? I don't even want to know, do I? I don't want to know.
She's born in 89.
56 years old.
So she is 34?
33.
34?
34.
One of those.
Yeah, she's 34, it says. Damn. Okay, quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from more of you, plus the most cringeworthy moment on CNN. You got to hear this. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This is about as good as it gets. Like and follow @RealRadio1041 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
A couple of more lanes open now on that major crash on westbound I-4 after Lake Mary Boulevard around mile marker 96. They have opened up the remaining 2 lanes. The right shoulder is blocked, but it's a very slow go in that area. Also, same thing with the right lane blocked at Maitland Boulevard, eastbound at Maitland Avenue, also causing a slowdown there. See traffic troubles, call the Safe Touch Security Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm Pat Largo.
This report is sponsored by Walt Disney World.jobs.
Walt Disney World Resort is hiring. Explore a variety of full-time and part-time roles at the heart of the magic and enjoy great benefits like complimentary theme park admission, exclusive discounts, and more. Apply today at waltdisneyworld.jobs.
There's nothing I love more than to buy a 5-year, 10-year, 15-year-old car with great miles and great condition, especially the kind that you might have inherited from a loved one. My name's John Clay Wolf, CEO of America's Best Car Buyer. GiveMeTheVIN.com. You can go to GiveMeTheVIN.com, put in your license plate number, bada bing, bada boom, get a number quickly and at the top of the market. We love to buy cars.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
3 bands, 1 stadium. Def Leppard, Journey, Cheap Trick. Together. 3 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame icons. Their biggest hits, July 10th, Camping World Stadium. Register for pre-sale access at DefLeppardJourney2024.com. Tickets on sale Friday, 10 a.m.
During the Wrap Up the Year sales event at your Ram dealer, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Ram 1500, 2500, and 3500 models. 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 excluding TRX, Ram 2500, and 3500. 15% below MSRP eligible trucks include Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab, Laramie Crew Cab, and Ram 1500 Classic. Not compatible with lease offers or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 1-2.
Ready to change your phone service? You got to check out Boost Infinite Wireless at boostinfinite.com. You get their low price service and a brand new iPhone every year. And Boost Infinite's new technology gives you 3 networks for the price of 1, so you get the best quality calls and data anywhere you are. No one can do that except Boost. Switch today at boostinfinite.com or call 855-55-BOOST. That's 855-55-BOOST. See boostinfinite.com for terms and conditions.
Hi, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell and Cordell. The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life. And we hope that you succeed in coming together with those you love this holiday season. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things to ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
Office in Orlando. Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell and Cordell's attorneys. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only. Online at CordellCordell.com.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll? Perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats and cheeses, premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aioli, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made fresh just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can get your favorite classic hoagie just the way you like for only $6. Gotta have a Wawa. Happy Free Coffee Tuesday season.
Oh, happy Free Coffee Tuesdays to you.
'Tis the season for Wawa Rewards members to get any hot or handcrafted iced coffee for free every Tuesday, just for being you.
Oh, but I didn't get you anything.
Your presence is a present enough.
Really? I love it here.
Merry Free Coffee Tuesday season. Try our new holiday flavors like peppermint barked iced coffee or our hot holiday blend coffee. And sign up today for Wawa Rewards.
I'm Mary Kay McBrayer, host of the podcast, The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told, where I dig into crimes where a woman is not just a victim. She might be the detective, the lawyer, the witness, the coroner, the criminal, or some combination of those roles. These are the stories we need to know to understand the intersection of society, justice, and the fascinating workings of the human psyche. Listen to The Greatest True Crime Stories Ever Told on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
No payments for 3 months with approved credit? Visit nationstrucks.com right now.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
No matter where you're listening to the show today or ever, we love you, and we hope you're having a great holiday break if you're on that already, because some of you look like you're absolutely checked out. I'm just going to be real with you.
How dare you? I'm right here, Sean.
Not you, Fritz. This is the people out there wandering the world. I'm seeing some checked out people.
I was out there looking at Jupiter on my telescope.
Oh, how is that?
It was so tight. Dude, it was...
Well, he texts the group, the band,
Just
Savvy's
okay.
Little
Yeah.
Helpers. And he's like, me and Darcy just saw Jupiter, and it was incredible. I'm like, all right, prove it.
You can't take a photo of what you're looking at through a telescope.
Yes,
No, it's hard.
It's very
some of
hard.
the new ones might have like built-in cameras or something.
So
But
then he sends us a drawing of it.
Yeah, I sent it to Sean, too. It's the same thing.
Wait, that wasn't a photo? I thought that was an actual photo.
Nah, that's from the website.
Oh, I bought it. I was
though.
in.
It was the brightest star, and we're like, what is that? And I looked at it on my app, and I was like, oh, that's Jupiter. And then immediately got the telescope out, and Darcy was looking through it and go, oh, my God. And you can see the 4 satellites. Those are the 4 Galilean moons. That's what Galileo found.
Okay, I have a question for you, Fritz.
Sean doesn't care anymore.
Is there such a thing as a telescope? And now bear with me, because this is going to be loaded up with stupidity, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there such a thing as a telescope where you can see a planet and it's like colored? Is that a thing?
Probably Venus, because it's the closest one. Mars, maybe, yeah.
Because everything I see, when somebody's looking through a telescope, every time I see it, it looks like it's just like a black and white thing.
It depends on the power of the telescope. I have like a pretty good one, but it's still introductory level.
Yeah, I would have no idea what I was doing. It's kind of cool, though. I like that. You should take C-Lane out and show him some of these moons that we get.
That would be awesome. Have you
C-Lane,
seen
don't you have
Saturn
a
before, by the way, on a telescope?
No, but I'd love to.
It's incredible. It's the closest thing to God you can get because it's like you can see the actual rings around it, and you just feel so small because it's so far away.
You want to feel it right now? Google image it. Then what?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Right
Same
there for you.
experience.
All right, let's go
Now,
back to this interview.
Fritz, after you look
Jesus, this is nerd talk.
after you look up at Jupiter with your lovely fiance,
Yeah.
and then you point out to her all of the 4 Galilean moons. I mean, just sex fit for a hero. Just
If they didn't climax already, then absolutely.
I mean, yeah, right there, right on top of the telescope.
And that's in color.
Back over to News Nation and Cuomo, because C-Lane censored this video. I feel bad that we haven't gone back to it. But this is the woman who has Tourette's, and she wanted to show people what it was like, and Cuomo wanted to have somebody cursing on his show. And she continues. She's a big star, I guess, on TikTok. Sabrina said she's following her. She's aware of who this is.
She's funny. I like her.
And here's more of her.
People think that cussing is with everyone who has Tourette syndrome, but it's only in 10% of people with Tourette.
True.
And how has it been as you've gotten more famous? Do you believe that people are understanding better, or are they dopes like me who think you're acting?
Right. Is he basically saying in that loaded question that he does think she's acting right now?
You preface with dopes like me. Like that
He said,
doesn't.
dopes like me who think you're acting. Does that means...
I think maybe he's alluding to the possibility that this interview started with him not believing her. Or the reason she's on is because he may have said something previously where he didn't believe her, and she's here to kind of settle the score.
That is weird.
It seemed dismissive to me. Like, dopes like me who think you're faking it kind of seemed like he doesn't believe her.
I say it's the same. I think there's a lot more people that don't understand what Tourette's is, and they like to educate themselves more. So I get thousands of DMs from parents, from teachers, from
that's cool.
Girls that have been diagnosed with Tourette's, and they've had to be kicked out of school for attention seeking because they rip up their homework or do things like that. I've had parents reach out.
I know what she's talking about. There was a weird social phenomenon happening when some of these people first started to go on TikTok and go viral, where young girls were all of a sudden telling their parents, I have Tourette's, and the doctors would be like, you do not have Tourette's. You don't have this. And the young girls would swear that they weren't doing it on purpose. Maybe it was like some psychosomatic thing, but there was a rash of those cases where people were saying they had Tourette's when they actually didn't. And she's saying she's helping people with all sorts of stuff.
Asking me, oh, my son's coming home with a girlfriend and his girlfriend has Tourette syndrome. So, and then I also get very evil people that would comment and say, like, go f yourself, Chris. Lick your baby ween and blam up your ass. Butter your own biscuit, fat ass.
All right. That was the moment where she had a real hat trick, maybe more than a hat trick of ticks all at once.
Yeah.
I'd listen to her podcast in 2 seconds.
Oh my God, me too.
Starting with, she went British there for a second and said little baby wiener. And then I think my favorite that I got from the whole thing was
your own biscuit, fat ass.
That one right there.
Oh, let me go back on this. Let me see what she said.
And then I also get very evil people that would comment and say, like, go f yourself, Chris. Lick your baby ween and blam up your ass. Butter your own biscuit, fat ass. That have told me that my parents deserve.
Oh, he's laughing now.
Yeah, he has to, yeah.
Butter your own biscuit, got her. Can I tell you, above and beyond, it's funny when somebody does this. Above and beyond that, she seems super level-headed.
She does, and I think
she's attractive too.
Finds the humor in it, though. Like she understands what's happening, and I think she's had videos in which she's with her friends, and it's like, they can't help but laughing as well, because I think for the most part they have no idea what's going to come out of their mouth next.
No, of course not. No, but she seems. What I'm saying is, she seems like a good representative for people with Tourette's. I think she's doing a good job. There's another guy who does this, and he's on YouTube.
She'd be a great waitress, though.
Mm-hmm.
Butter your own biscuit, fat ass.
That might not work.
That's a good drop.
There's a guy in the UK who has Tourette's, who has a YouTube channel that has been big for a while. And one of the most brutal ones was he went on a flight.
Oh, no.
And he's on the plane, and this poor guy's like, bomb, I got a bomb. And he's like, just all the things you're not allowed to say. And you go, oh, damn, man. Do I need to keep rolling here, C-Lane, or is there...
I think we got it.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Yeah, he needs to grab that clip of you saying bomb real quick.
I think we got that, too.
and as he was saying it on this plane, you could just see it in his face. He's like, oh, God. He's horrified at what's been going on. To this cringe clip, before we get in wrap-it-up mode here on the show today and head for the final two shows of 2023. Wow. This is a video from CNN. And I've talked about this briefly before, but there is a phenomenon that happens whenever something becomes popular. It almost always starts with teenagers. Teenagers are the group that makes things popular. Almost doesn't matter what it is in the culture. It's kids in school, starts there, becomes popular, and then people a little bit older than that start replicating it, and then people a little bit older than that, and then all of a sudden, that cool purple hair dye that you have like some older lady doing it, and the younger people are saying that it's not cool anymore.
You're ruining it.
Yeah, it's like the way things go. And that's weird, because why shouldn't the older folks get a shot to do this if they think it's a fun fashion thing?
It's ageism.
And, yeah, kind of. But the words that pop up, all of a sudden the kids are saying Riz, and then Riz gets up to like the 20-somethings, and then the 30-somethings are using Riz. And now it's dead because CNN's using the word Riz, and that's got to be the end of it. Let's hear him.
Listen, Governor DeSantis has a very good record in Florida. I think Kate gave a very fair assessment of him, but he really hasn't shown up to be president. When you look at him, the American people have a little test in their head, president, not president, and he has never really rung the bell for a large enough people as president.
Know who this
they don't
is, right?
see him as president. He doesn't have
He ran for president.
No, who this guy is right here?
Yeah, I thought he ran for president.
He looks like a toy.
That's the mooch.
Oh, he was the
Jesus, he's
Secretary of
changed.
State, right? Or the White House Secretary.
He was the White House press
Yep.
secretary for like 3 days or something.
Damn, do I still
Wasn't
have
a
that
very long
clip?
time. He was not in power for very long. Scaramucci.
The Riz, isn't that a new...
Oh, there he goes. Now he's saying it. So he's using it, and the CNN folks are using it.
The Riz, isn't that a new...
The Riz?
Isn't that a new name?
The Riz. Look at this guy. There's a no percent chance Poppy knows what you're talking about. I do, and I deeply, deeply
know what I'm
respect
talking about, right?
One at a time, you idiots.
No Riz, and you know that, and I know that.
It drives me insane. I can't.
Oh,
I don't know. Nobody recognizes that everybody is mosh pitting. There's a verbal mosh pit that's
But you
going
know
on.
who could? The person being paid that's editing all of this. The audio engineer, perhaps the producer, could turn down some of those microphones.
No,
you don't want to do
just,
that.
they just keep going. What we have
That's how
yesterday
this
that was
started
like
this
that?
time.
It was a NBA thing, wasn't it? Well, it was the
Yeah,
guy
the-
was trying to hit the
The
3-pointers,
three-point trainer guy going up against Shaq and Charles Barkley.
My God, unlistenable. When we come back,
My dear God.
we're all going to talk at the same time as
And
we
then
wrap
when
up the
we
show.
get back
and
to
there's
we're
a
all
lot
going
of
to
stuff
be,
that
you
we can
guys are
talk
going to
about.
talk at the
Censor
same
that
time.
whole
I'm trying
final
to do
for you.
Dispatches, so got stories
You
that
didn't
didn't
even
make the
play
cut.
whole clip.
And today I learned to wrap everything up for Wednesday. That's coming up next. So the news, Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by attorney Mo DeWitt. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, good Wednesday to you. Jamie King, Fox 35 Storm Center. Wednesday weather here in Central Florida is as follows. Mixed skies, passing shower chance at 20% with breezy northeast winds at 15 to 20 higher gusts. Those high temps will situate around the mid-70s today. Low mid-60s tonight, mostly cloudy. Expect a shower or two before 11 p.m. Chances low, though, 20%. Thursday and Friday, looks like highs in the low 70s with rain chance 20% Thursday. Nothing on Friday with some breezy winds. For Fox 35, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jamie King.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Holiday event is Alienware's biggest sale of the year. For a limited time, go beyond performance on select gaming laptops featuring Intel Core processors. Plus, shop Alienware monitors and accessories. Shop now at alienware.com/deals.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Cross another achievement off your bucket list with Skydive DeLand, helping people become skydivers for over 40 years. Skydive DeLand is the skydiving capital of the world and where tandem jumping originated. In fact, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman both learned to jump here. Not sure where to get that adventure in your life for the holidays? Get a Skydive DeLand holiday gift certificate at skydivedeland.com. Skydive DeLand, jump, jump, fly, fly, repeat, repeat.
Get to Twin Peaks for Wing Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we have 6 boneless wings, fries, and a soda for just $10. Prefer a signature draft beer? It's only $2 more. That's every Wednesday at Twin Peaks.
The holiday countdown is on. Don't miss 50% off everything at your nearest Banana Republic factory store. Hurry to save on must-have gifts, winter essentials, and more. Now through December 19th.
Craving tender beef ribs? How about juicy pulled pork or sliced brisket that melts in your mouth? Jimmy Bear's Barbecue is thrilled to offer catering services that span from Tampa to Cocoa and St. Augustine to West Palm. Whether you're planning a corporate event, a family gathering, wedding, or any special occasion, our catering services are designed to bring mouth-watering barbecue flavors and impeccable service straight to your location. Go to jimmybears.com and feast up on our catering menu. That's jimmybears.com.
The holidays are the happiest time of the year. That is, unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of colds, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, Navage. Clean nose, healthy life.
Save time and money with the wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet starting at $13.95. Go to fenceoutlet.com today for more information and store locations. License number C10252 and C10803.
Gift wrapping struggles. Packed parking lots. Tangled decorations. Take your family light years from the holiday routine with Holidays in Space at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, sponsored by Pepsi. Discover the nightly lighting of a 50-foot tree, the all-new projection show guided by our out-of-this-world host, Starflake, and the Rocketry Trail, sponsored by L3 Harris. Holidays in Space is included with general admission. Tickets on sale now at KennedySpaceCenter.com.
Ho, ho, hold up! It's the end of the year already, and I'm way behind. So this month, I'm slaying prices. You'll save up to $6,000 off a nicer, newer car. Plus, I'll stuff your stocking with $1,000 Christmas cash on a new car. But hurry, this deal's done once we wrap up. I'm RC Hill from RC Hill Mitsubishi, Central Florida's first choice for new Mitsubishis. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced. See details at rchill.com.
You earned it. Get it early. With a Fairwinds checking account, you can get your direct deposit up to 2 days in advance. No more waiting for payday. And we make it easy for you to send and receive money from friends and family. Open a checking account today at Fairwinds Credit Union and reach your financial goals. Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
Men, are you suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE? The medical providers at Premier Men's Medical Center offer breakthrough treatments that eliminate problems in the bedroom without pain or surgery. 98% of men see instant results on their first office visit. Listen to a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Premier Men's Medical Center offers breakthrough medical treatments that eliminate ED and PE. Men are even lasting 90 minutes or longer, regardless of age or medical history.
But that's not all. For a limited time only, call Premier Men's Medical Center now, and your initial consultation and first treatment are completely free. You'll see instant results right in the office. You'll even get a gift that enhances your performance in the bedroom. All this, worth hundreds of dollars, is free if you call now. 407-723-7135. 407-723-7135. That's 407-723-7135.
Hey Florida drivers, the holiday season is upon us. When celebrating, always plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Besides, a DUI could cost you $10,000. Not exactly the best gift you could give yourself. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
iHeartRadio is your #1 app for the holidays. Just open the app and search iHeart Holiday and start listening to Magic 107.7, plus all kinds of other holiday stations, playlists, and podcasts. iHeartRadio. Free never sounded so good.
HOA and condo board members, it pays to have fiber. Let Bluestream Fiber show you how fiber internet provides revenue for communities while saving up to 50% off retail rates. Visit bluestreamfiber.com/radio to find out more.
Occupying the space between high society and prison tattoos. This is the News Junkie.
Cut. And today we're going to wrap everything up for a Wednesday. And thank you for hanging out with us today. Thanks, everybody, for the Junkie Claws offering earlier. You guys gobbled those up so quickly. It didn't even last the first segment of the show before that sold out. Let's see. Before we wrap it up, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Shane emails. He sends along a photo of a Honda Civic Type R for sale. And he's talking about this car we were discussing the other day, where it had a couple thousand miles on it, very, very, very low miles. And it was from the 90s, in 1995, I think, a Honda Accord. And the people wanted $25,000 for it. He says this car is currently live auction. Most likely it'll sell for around $30,000, he says. There are some 90s Hondas that are well worth the money and not more, or if not more. However, the car that this is linked to is essentially the six-pack GTO of Hondas. So it's a special one. Whereas the Accord is more like a four-door Tempest. Still has value because of the low miles, but by no means is the same as a beefy muscle car. A car like that Accord will most likely be bought by a museum or a collector and put in a museum outside of Honda's museum in Japan. It's probably the lowest mile vehicle in the world. And he said that it was in Japan. Nailed it. There we go. All right, let's do the final dispatches. Let's see what you got going on as we wrap it up. And Fritz, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Sean, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I love you. Thank you so much.
We love you, too.
You. Yeah.
More than welcome to come hang out Friday for our last show.
I would love that.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. We'll have some fun on Friday.
I'll be working, but okay.
Do we never talk about Sabrina's idea for the last show?
What was that? Oh, yeah, well, it got shut down immediately.
Oh,
I thought we could do a live broadcast from Sean's house.
She was talking about everybody being back in the studio here.
And apparently you've taken apart my desk already. Where's all my stuff?
I'm repurposing the desk. I'm changing it into something where I could get some use out of it.
He bought it, yeah.
And I think if I did that, I would have the suits would lose their minds immediately if that happened. It doesn't make any sense that they would, but that doesn't have to make sense for the suits.
I mean, I thought about bringing it up, but I think the answer I'm going to get is if you all want to be together for the holidays, Sean has to come in here.
Mm-hmm, sure.
And probably as of today, you can't even get in here because you need a new key fob, a new phone fob to get in.
Perfect. That's great.
I mean, typically we have like a gift exchange and we all, do holiday related stuff together. So it's just going to be different, I guess, on other side.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out tomorrow. And
is the voice changer gone?
No, it's not gone yet. But I have to turn it into something. I have to do something with that workstation so I can get something out of it. And that is not useful because the suits were saying that you can't do the show from here anymore. So here we are. Okay, let's do the stories that didn't make the cut. Brought to you by Nations Trucks. Love our friends over there at Nations Trucks. And you can get a beautiful truck, the truck of your dreams, at nationstrucks.com. Here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Today I Learned for a Wednesday, December 13th of 2023. Today I Learned sponsored by J. David Tax Law. Peace of mind is only a click or a phone call away. Today I learned this lady right here. Cher is correct. The music video for Cher's If I Could Turn Back Time, my dad liked this one, was filmed on the battleship USS Missouri. The revealing outfit that Cher wore caused considerable controversy with World War II veterans saying they desecrated a historic site.
Oh, my God.
By letting Cher do a music video on it. Today, the longest prison sentence ever given was 141,078 years given to a Thai woman in 1989. She was released 4 years later. And today I learned this lady right here.
Oh, Lisa Loeb.
That's right. Lisa Loeb is correct.
And her band 9 Stories. Don't forget 9 Stories.
She was the first artist ever to have a #1 hit without being signed to a record label with the song Stay that you're hearing right now in 1994. She didn't even have an album out when the song came out and became #1. Thank you so much for listening to us. We appreciate it. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place. 2 shows left, everybody.
Yeah, baby.
If you missed any of this one, go to thenewsjunkie.com and get the podcast. For everybody else, we'll see you next time.
You said that I was